Ah, hello everyone. How are we all doing? Ignore the fact I'm playing Power Wash Simulator. I just needed something brain rot for the back of this stream. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Oh, you can't see the Steam menu. I have nearly 100% achievements in this game. And they just released a new DLC, which has achievements, which means I'm now back to 90% achievements. I can't live with that fact. So during this stream here today, I'm just going to be working my way through this. It's an Alice in Wonderland themed one, so it's very bright and offensive. But I am currently in the Discord waiting for the others to join. But I just wanted to hang out for 10 minutes before we go and speak to the other guys. Because things and stuff have been happening, and my god, I wanted to just like kind of let everybody in a little bit on the Skeege IRL situation. Quite honestly, is messy. Honestly, just mostly it's like I've just had no time at all to work on videos in like the last 3 weeks, and it's so depressing. I've really been just like swamped at my job, and it's insane. In the space of like the last the last 2-3 weeks, we've had 2 people leave. Well, one person been fired, one's left, and potentially, now I'm saying this with much hesitancy, I speculate there may be a third person no longer working with us, which is very interesting. Mitch, I have not told you this tea yet, and I'm so sorry that I forgot, because it is good tea, but I don't want to talk about that on stream. But yes, basically, work has been crazy. I've just had no time to work on anything. I'm kind of getting back somewhere now. I kind of have like some stuff ready. I'm kind of like half finished a lot of videos. Like I've started stuff, and then I've just kind of got busy and I've not been able to finish them, and then I've kind of forgot what I was doing with them. I just not got around to finishing it. But I've got quite a bit of footage recorded. I just need to edit it, and I just don't want to. I just don't like editing. I'm seriously considering an editor at this point, just because it would save me so much time, and it would actually mean I can make content for y'all, which would be good. I would like a more, you know, actual schedule instead of just lol. Saved your sanity. Yeah, for real. Also, hello, Sniff. How goes it? But yeah, it's just been ridiculous. Like, for context of how this week alone is going, at my job, I'm contracted for just 16 hours across the entire week, which is not a lot. Like, that is not a lot of hours that I'm contracted for. I usually, despite everyone leaving, I tend to do about double that. I do between 30 and 35 a week, which is about 4 to 5 days a week. Depends if I get split into more kind of medium length or like a fewer longer shifts, which, yeah, that's, I don't know which I prefer, honestly. But this week I am doing, let me rack my head, I think about 41 hours, which is full-time, honestly, for most people. Considering I do a part-time job and I'm working full-time hours, yeah, it's pretty bad. But then you also put the context in of I'm a cripple. I'm in pain. My arthritis is not a good time for quite a active job that I do, so yeah, that's kind of why I've made about 2 videos the last month. It's just been kind of crazy. Seriously, this music actually goes hard with Power Wash Simulator. I can't lie. I do genuinely a lot of people are like, they're like, Skeej, why do you have an ungodly amount of hours in Power Wash? It's just something about this game, man. It's just, oh, it has me. It itches that part of my brain that is just good. I have 110 hours in this game. That is shameful, but also not. But yeah, what time is it? I'm gonna undeafen and I'm going to jump into the call and see if the others are around. But yes, so basically context is today, I wanted to do a Q&A stream. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a while. I mean, I'm approaching 20k on the channel, which is insane. I didn't think I would get this far, honestly. And it's only continuing to grow, so, you know, that's kind of wild. Latest video as well, the One Chunk SU, has just kind of exploded out of nowhere. I think it's, in a week alone, it's gone from like the 10k it got when I released it to now just over 40k. It's like quadrupled in like a week. It's been nuts. I don't know what did that, but I want more of my videos to find that same bit of algorithm that made that little lovely event happen. But yeah, I'm distracted. I've been wanting to do a Q&A stream for a while, and I was just kind of talking to Jojo and Stam and a couple of other peeps, and they also wanted to do like a similar thing. I thought it would be, you know, I just kind of turned around to them. It's like, hey, you know, what if we did it together? You know, it'd be kind of cool. I know people are always dying for us to do more collab stuff, and it's always really fun to hang out with them. So, you know, we're doing a kind of a collab sort of thingy. And yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. We have a couple of questions that we've got from Discords, just to kind of begin and start off with, like, you know, some of the big stuff, like probably the more common questions and stuff. But yeah, hopefully we'll be answering stuff from chat and whatnot. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of vibe it. I think the other guys have a bit more of a plan than I do. I'm not really a man of planning things. I just kind of go, yep, show up here at this time and we'll vibe it. I think they have a whole ass like Google Doc with stuff written down in it, and I'm just here like, I'm just here playing Power Wash, man. I'm here for a good time. I'm here to just hang out with my friends and answer some questions from chat. But hopefully the Power Wash brain rot will suffice, because let me tell you, sure is making my brain happy right now. Anyway, I am going to just check ye olde Discord to see if they're ready. Oh, his lawyer's here as well. Oh, nice. I'm in here. Hello, I'm here.
Skish, hello. Wait, hold up. Let me see so that it's good volume here for everyone. Say something, Skish.
Oh, I can't say anything.
Oh, I think that's good. I think
anything bad. I was gonna
that's good.
Say a string of expletives, and I was like, wait, no,
Skish, no.
You're on YouTube.
I know you swear.
You can't do this.
Oh, you're on YouTube as well. I guess that doesn't really matter, but my streams are just always PG.
Oh, if I was on Twitch, I would not care. Like, this is a well-known fact about my channel, that the Twitch streams, who gives an F about language?
What a guy.
The YouTube streams, we keep it PG.
So are we keeping it PG today?
Yeah, we're keeping it PG today here. Hello?
Look,
okay,
hello.
Okay, no. Skish is keeping it PG today.
Yeah, Skish is keeping the key.
Jesus Christ, you're loud. Look.
We don't have the same kind of limitations.
Hello, boy. How you doing?
Oh, okay. So
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How are we all?
You guys hear them?
Slow is here.
I have a technical question.
A technical question already.
Yeah. You know, in Discord, how when you're in a game, sometimes it has like the chat heads in the top left.
The Discord overlay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can turn that on, but I don't know how you put it on. So it's in settings somewhere.
It's like I don't know.
I think it's. Does anyone know where you find the like little chat, the pop-up thing? It's the overlay, which I'm sure you can get on Discord somehow. That would be great, actually.
Okay. This reactive Fugitech. You just log in and you get basically an overlay. And not only that, but you can set
There we
up
go,
like
game overlay.
pictures for everyone.
Wait,
Like
what?
you just
Hmm.
input
Oh,
it
wow.
into the...
Game overlay. Where's that?
Wait, what? Oh, this is
so-
cool. Oh, this works.
It won't work for me
oh.
though, because I'm not recording
yeah.
my desktop. I'm recording just the raw,
Shift
the
plus
raw
that.
game.
I don't know what that
raw
means.
game.
A
You don't need
raw
to be
game.
recording your desktop. Like they give you like an OBS browser link.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you
This-
just add
Oh.
a browser
so smart.
source, and
For
then
Discord overlay.
I don't
What?
Wait,
actually
does
know how
this
you
work?
do this.
No, this is for
I don't know if
OBS.
this
I'm so sorry.
Oh, because I'm
Sniffer's here as well.
stupid.
I don't understand
There
how
we
you
go.
do it.
Oh, it works. But I'm not
Listen.
in there.
I'm friends with VTubers, okay? this,
Oh,
That's
okay.
this is
actually
how
amazing.
they do it.
What?
Because you can customize the PNGs for that.
No, that's
Oh, and
fair.
look,
They
Sniffer also
VTubers
has
know
one.
what they're doing when it comes to that stuff.
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna
We
go
all
with
have
the,
one,
the
apparently.
cursed method. It's
Oh,
Thank
fine.
you.
The
Oh,
one-
I joined the voice call and I didn't even mean to. I'm so sorry.
Oh my!
I literally was just like,
So
I literally was
loud.
just like zoning out trying to get the stream kit for you guys. I was like, why am I
Oh.
getting double right now?
My God, you're loud.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm
Fantastic.
I've never been in
No,
a.
super
I
kind
found-
of you. Thank you so much. No!
Oh,
Loud, yeah, loud, yeah.
that's why
absolutely.
it's loud instead.
Jesus.
Is that one
I'm
instead?
so sorry.
Don't
Get the
worry,
crap out
they're
of me.
gone. What an amazing guest appearance right there.
What a guest appearance. MCC.
MCC
Yeah.
champion Snifferfish guest
Oh, that's
appearance.
fine.
Let's go.
Oh, there we go. Everyone except JoJo shows up now. That's fine. JoJo's just.
Why don't I show up?
I don't know. Everyone else shows up. Everyone knows your voice.
What have I done
with
with
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I
I
think
don't know what
Troy is
kind
loud
of
as
drama the two of you have.
We have no drama.
What drama?
Well, the
What do
link
you
was
want about
made by,
Star-
by them, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know why
So-
the JoJo
If
doesn't
there's a
pop up.
reason why you don't show up, it's
People like the other one
Between me
more
and
chat.
Snifferfish. Okay.
I don't know.
Uh,
You'll understand me.
that's
though.
fine.
This is fine. This is fine.
that's fine. If
um,
Snifferfish and I have beef, then
well.
At least
their
I'm
name
popular
doesn't
enough.
have the third F in it, so.
Oh,
No,
I
so
spelled that wrong.
I actually met Sniffer. Like what was it now? Sunday, this week. For 2 seconds. She was running away from the arena at TwitchCon. And I met her for 2 seconds. Said hello, and then disappeared. I also saw her
Just
win
fleeing.
MCC, which was really cool.
Oh,
I remember that video you sent. That was so
Oh, it was
cool.
amazing. It was so much
Because
fun.
I love the video specifically though because
I'm not having
it's
so much trouble. with
obviously this really hype event. And
Yeah.
then Sniffer wins, and it's just you screaming, drowning.
Yeah, all of us did. Yeah, it was great.
It was
Dude,
awesome.
I think at the end of it, I literally like because I didn't have a drink or anything. At the end of it, I think I tasted blood in my mouth because of the
Oh my
screaming. It was
god.
bad.
just screaming
I'd also
so
been
loud.
talking like literally all day with the Beardy and Beardy's wife as well, which was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to make it to VidCon in Baltimore, but that's not a guarantee.
It's far from
By
me
the
though,
way.
so I probably won't.
I don't think
Well,
Beardy's gonna
I'm-
take my request of putting me in a suitcase.
I don't
and
think he's
taking me
bringing
with
you
me.
in the suitcase. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm really sad about it. It was a perfectly like thought out plan.
It was a
like,
perfectly thought out plan. Yeah.
I know.
do
It's
we-
a good. It's a
no
good-
flaws.
It was a good one.
Not one.
Oh, flawless. Yeah. You'd fit in it. You'd
Okay.
fit in it.
I'm actually molding. I can't get this to work. Does it just
Literally
not like?
take the link that Sniffer sent, put it in a browser source, it works.
Yeah.
Except JoJo then.
Wait,
but
wait, what?
everyone
Except
else.
for me.
His
Yeah.
stealth.
Hold on. Okay, let me try this. Let me see what this looks like.
Hold up.
Let me see what this looks like.
When did this get sent?
Just no.
Oh, that's amazing.
This is a great start. Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, see?
Brilliant. Love
Hold
that.
on, my chat is live watching me not know how to be a streamer.
You can edit
Uh,
it as well.
Yeah,
I don't know
Why
what
don't
you're
I show up on? I'm so
I don't know.
upset about that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yippee, it works.
So what? That just works.
Discord
It
stream kit
works.
overlay.
Authorize. I gotta authorize now. Oh,
Yeah, I see it.
I see you guys.
Oh no.
It just doesn't show Jojo
It
apparently.
works. It just doesn't show me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
No,
right?
that's
Who
fine.
cares?
That's fine. We don't need
What do
Jojo,
you mean
right?
that's fine?
No, I mean what?
Put that
What?
right
What?
there.
What?
Oh, hold on. I'm on streamer mode. I have to disable streamer mode, or you guys.
Wait, are we in a
names don't
special
show up.
chat? Oh, we're in Q&A stream.
Oh,
someone
is-
moved me.
yeah.
Or I just joined here, maybe.
Is that what it is? Because we're
That
you're in
chat was
stream
not
mode.
there.
That chat was not there
Sure.
when we started.
No, let's not do. Oh, Jojo's in mine now.
Oh, I work now.
I think. Well, in a new one I made.
Professional streamer. Professional streamer.
Whoa! I also so
Yeah!
I have to go slightly before. I have another I have an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay, let's start.
Heck
Let's start.
yeah.
Because
doing
I thought it was
questions.
this
So do questions.
Sunday. Let's see. This
You
maybe
thought it
works.
was
There we go.
Sunday.
Yeah, I thought it was this Sunday. I'm sorry. I thought it was this Sunday.
Stam, I booked this in a month in advance, so this
I
wouldn't
know.
happen.
I
We've been planning
realized.
this for a month, and
I
Stam
planned
realized
this
this
a
the other day, I was
month
like,
ago.
what? Oh my god. I'm
We've
sorry.
been planning
but,
this for like 4 months in advance, and I'm just now making the thumbnail.
I made the thumbnail literally yesterday.
I didn't make a
I
thumbnail because I'm on
made
Twitch.
that
Because I was like,
Yeah,
nah. I
I looked
uploaded a
at your
video yesterday. I
thumbnail
was like,
and-
no.
Yeah, I looked at your thumbnail and I was like, huh, I'm not in it. I mean, that's kind of fair. I like have the least amount of subscribers, and then I scroll right.
Wait,
Then
did
I
you say you were
scroll
gonna be
through
here?
this entire chat,
did.
right?
Oh
I
God.
never said anything.
Yeah,
in the chat.
exactly.
I never made any indication.
Oh my
No,
god.
we didn't know you were gonna show up, but we were
I
like,
was-
No, we
yeah.
had no idea.
When you guys posted this, I was so excited. I was like, I should be there. I
Oh, that's
have
great.
to do
That's
this.
great.
And
That's
then
great.
I never mentioned it to
All
anyone.
right.
I'm so sorry.
Actually,
It's okay. It was so funny. I was like, oh, Lay's here. Okay. But like, you hanging out?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like, no, we're here for the whole stream.
before we
Oh, that's
start,
amazing. Yep. Okay.
there is. Jesus Christ, that's loud. There is something we have to do. Jojo,
Oh.
would
Oh,
you
no.
be
Okay.
prepared? In fact, wait, have you got your webcam on? You do.
I have my webcam.
Y'all.
Wait, Jojo has a webcam. I need to see Jojo's face.
How have you not seen this? Like,
I have. Just leave me alone, okay? Get to the thing.
y'all tell me
Check it out.
that me and this man don't look scarily alike. Skeege face reveal, by the way.
Know.
It's
Skeege is
it's
actually-
upsetting.
Joseph.
Look at this man. Why do we look
I've
so
never
similar?
seen Jojo's face.
You've never
Won't
seen my
lie.
face?
I've never seen your face. No,
Like,
I'm not
seen my
lying.
ocarina?
This
Check it
this
out.
upsets me.
I've not seen your ocarina either, but I am now. I'm seeing it now. I think maybe. I
I
don't know.
played that terribly. I haven't practiced my ocarina
Oh.
in like a month because I've been moving.
I love the
Okay.
things you did as well. All right. Anyways,
Let's do it. Let's
should
start
we get
chatting.
started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we should.
Oh, sorry, I'm keeping my webcam on.
Jojo
Y'all-
does look like a happy guy though. So
I am a happy guy.
yeah, that is what I'm picturing of you.
That's what I'm
anyways.
picturing of you.
Yeah, I'm picturing a happy guy. Yeah. This is
Sure,
about it.
we'll go there.
Anyways, should we like? I think some of the mods have added a few questions in here, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, we should.
I
probably
think
start
a
with
lot
the
of
ones
them
that
are
were
pretty much the
pre-submitted.
same though as we already have. No?
Okay, so we'll
think.
just.
Should I just grab one random to start off with? A
Yeah, let's
good
Go
one?
for it.
I think this one is great. This is the first one I got, which is from Cal. Cal wants
Mhm.
pizza, and it is: how do you decide what mods to include when making a mod pack for a Let's Play? And are there any mods that are an always include or never include?
Okay.
I heard
that's a
that
good-
create mod's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Create.
have?
You know, I'll use it from time to time.
Okay, listen. You just gotta avoid Minecraft comes alive at all times.
What
And
is
you'll be
that?
fine.
Minecraft comes alive.
Minecraft comes alive. An
Oh, no.
absolutely legendary mod for Minecraft 1.7, which
Oh,
changes
boy.
villagers into people.
1.7
Oh,
game
great. No,
found.
thanks.
Update your
yes, that
game.
one.
And I can't
You
commit
know
war
exactly
crimes
what I'm
against
talking
them.
about. It may or may not still have an achievement for getting a toddler, which you get as an item. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then putting him in the furnace.
Oh,
I remember that mod. Yeah. No.
I
So
have not seen it.
It
For
got
me-
worse. All I'm saying.
for me, I mean, there's kind of the obvious like mouse tweaks, searchables, the kind of like baseline stuff. Like
Let's
for those
skip
of you who
those,
don't know
no?
mouse. Yeah. I think always you need a rendering mod, and the reason I bring it up, it's like yeah, everyone puts a rendering mod in, but the question is always like, is it Embedium? Is it Nvidium? Is it Sodium? For me, I'm an Embedium. I'm an Embedium lover.
I'm a sodium man, I
sodium,
can't
yeah.
lie.
I'm a sodium man as well.
I don't
am.
know. There's
Yep.
something about Embedium that always works really well for me.
Look,
Although
you
I should be
rather
using
follow
Nvidia.
fine or not?
I can't use Nvidium, so that's enough
I'm
for me.
gonna be honest. I don't know enough about them to like make an informed
Okay,
opinion.
well,
People just tell me this one's good. and I
True.
go, okay.
Mm.
well, I mean, if we're looking at content wise, I mean, I make the packs I play myself or I play are, well, always made by me. Or well, usually if they're not made by someone else of my friends, like Beardy, when I play that pack. And the things I look for is, well, I try to make my packs very vanilla-esque, if that makes sense. I try
Yeah.
to make them because I really, really love playing vanilla. And if I weren't doing this YouTube thing, I don't even know if I would be playing Create. Like, I would probably just be playing my vanilla worlds and having fun in that, mainly because of lag issues and stuff. But I just
Yes,
really,
lag.
really love playing vanilla. So, for me, I'd be happy with that. And then
To be fair, I
mods
can't
that I would
lie.
like go to like not include is mods that make the game too easy for me. That's something I always try to avoid. If there's a mod that makes my life too easy, I will avoid it.
Yeah, no,
An
I
example
agree.
that comes to mind is probably like sophisticated backpacks, for example.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's
Oh.
I think when you install it, it's just like, oh well, so now I don't need a base anymore.
Well, that is
Like,
literally
literally, you
like the
can live out
premise.
of the backpack.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
which
the
I
problem.
don't like.
For me though, I hate Minecraft storage management. So, but
Okay.
that's for me. So I like the sophisticated backpacks, but that's also like I don't use them very well.
No.
If that makes sense.
No,
Like,
like
it's a
I mean, I'm
self-imposed thing.
comparing it a lot to how Beardstone played with them, I guess.
That's true. Because Beard uses
which-
them like you're supposed to. Beard uses them like amazing.
Yeah. And I just avoid that. I also avoid, what is that other one? Like I also don't like the drawers that Forge has. Those drawers, I think they're a little too OP with also being able to hold like so many items.
That's
Which I
fair.
get, yeah, it's nice and all of that, but
Hold
also
on,
just
answering a
like,
question from chat, replay mod does work with the create mod. You just have to be on Fabric. That's all.
and there are
Replay
Forge
mod
versions
does
as
work.
well.
We got replay mod working with
So
Forge.
working on Forge. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, we have
What?
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
What?
also really weird though. I found that it would like not render blocks properly. Like,
Why didn't you tell? Why am I the only one in this call that doesn't know you can do that?
I was talking with Beard about it. I actually have no idea how it works, but no,
I
he has
tried
gotten
it a
it to
couple
work for
times,
what
and
it's
it's just
There
not
is
worked,
a
right?
separate mod that's like Forgified something something.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole separate thing.
But it's janky. But it's janky. I've heard that it's very difficult to get working when you have multiple mods. In.
Do you want videos or not?
No, it
That-
works because
that's-
I know Beardy has it working with his newest pack, like 100%
Okay.
working with it.
Whoa, really?
Oh.
Okay.
interesting. Also, to be fair, other mods, it's really weird. I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum, in
Yeah,
that
you make your life
I like to make my life easy because of I'm crippled. Is the easiest way of answering it.
What a way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah.
For context, for those who don't know, I was a buffoon as a child and decided to break my hands and have now been left with arthritis. So, being
Oh dear.
a gamer, TM
Sucks.
Well, that's just accessibility.
hurts
at a certain
hurts my
point,
hands.
too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But
Yeah.
I use the ease of access mods as an accessibility feature, which it's kind of a two-ended sword because, like, when people play my pack, for example, I've had people say to me, "It's like Skeech, that this is a bit too OP."
Yeah.
Which is like, I understand that, but I personally I don't want to play without it because I
That's
prefer
fair.
to.
So you
be
can
able
always
to
also just remove
enjoy
it.
Yeah. And
That's another
that's
thing
that's
too,
one
yeah.
thing that I've kind of stressed with my mod pack as well. Is just like, as long as people don't just repackage it and upload it or do anything to profit from it, I don't care what you do with it. Change it, chop it in half, expand on it. If people do want to publish it, just say
Yeah.
credit Skeech for it. I don't give a F.
Yeah.
I nearly said a bad word.
So for me,
with half an hour.
I'm on a different spectrum than you guys. Half an hour in. I like
question.
quest packs a lot, and I do like vanilla, obviously, but I really like having like a goal. And so I don't make a lot of the packs, but I do make packs. I do make packs, especially for my custom server. And I love adding mods that give you something like to do. You know what I mean? Like something like
Goal
Ad
point.
Astra. Goal point, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Ad Astra, or even like a mod where you like block compression, just a thing that you can do. You know, I really like taking the mechanics of Minecraft and kind of stretching them a bit. That always makes me really excited. Like the create mod, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Is it my turn now? Because I have like a horrible thing to say.
I say it.
Oh no.
You're gonna just everyone present is gonna immediately. So the question, right? The question we're walking. How do you decide what mods to include when making a mod pack for Let's Play? Here's the thing. I never make my own mod packs. I just play with whatever my friends have decided to play, which beat me in the butt so many times.
Oh, yeah.
However, in a situation, right, and this is the controversial, this is the hot take. In a situation where I would be like, oh, I want to install mods and I'm gonna just put together a soften for just, this is just for me. No map mods.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think that's that controversial, honestly.
Yeah, no zeros, no backpacks, mind you. But
Oh,
for
yeah,
the same
no.
reason.
The backpacks I'm on. I don't know. I mean the map. I added in one to mine. I don't like minimaps, so I like yeeted that.
Yeah.
But I do actually like having the map in this one, but I'm like a little on the offense of it still, mainly because I just like seeing my builds from above. I think it's fun.
It is really cool to be able to just see things from above, which
Yeah.
is where like the map. And like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Maps are helpful. I'm the first person to like admit I die all the time in Minecraft, and having a map tell you just where you died, or just not even tell you. Like I played a mod pack with no waypoints, but
Fair.
with a map.
Yeah. I don't use
And-
waypoints really either.
It's
I
like,
tend to use it only for the map.
the
Yeah.
only reason I use a
I
map
see.
mod over anything else is because like I've had an idea for ages of doing a lodestone based kind of like map system. So you save a lodestone for everywhere you want to go. But it's just like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
so expensive. It's just not worth it. I would rather
chat
just install a
is-
map mod than just make 50 lodestones, which would just not be a good time.
Well,
That's
that's,
fair.
the thing. You do not need lodestones to know
No.
where to go. There are maps in the game, and that's
Well,
the
there's
beauty of-
banners though.
Yeah, that I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just
Although my
mark
chat's
locations that you
talking
want to
up,
go to.
what's it called? Antique Atlas.
Yeah, I've tried that.
Oh, that's so
I can
beautiful.
actually
I love
speak.
it.
I think
I really
is
like
that the
Antique
one? Yeah, is that the one where you add maps to a book thing?
Yes.
Yes.
I've
Yeah,
tried
I-
playing with
I
it.
do like
I
that one.
wasn't a massive fan though.
Really?
I like the idea though. Yeah, I don't fully like the execution of it though.
I honestly like the aesthetics of that mod way more
It
than
is, yeah.
like
Yeah.
a lot of things. The only thing is like it's not responsive. It just goes by a biome. So as a result, if you build a giant city where a forest once was, the
Mhm.
map will just still show a forest, and it's like, come
That's
on.
true.
Yeah, and
You
that's
kinda
like for
update
me,
it
that's like
too.
the entire reason I use a map because I want to see the builds from
Right.
above.
No,
you can see
seeing
the
the
builds.
update is just it's so good. Do we
Yeah.
want to
Should we move on?
read out what
Yeah.
Sniffer just said in chat, or do we want to cry?
What is Sniffer? Wait, what?
Oh
know
no,
what
this one. Oh,
I know,
oh no.
right?
oh yeah, go
No,
on.
what
then.
does Never say? Who stream?
Can I ask the controversial question of fabric or forge?
Oh yes.
Fabric
Oh
or
yes.
forge. Oh.
Which
boy.
chat? I'm so lost.
That was in the Q&A chat. That was in the Q&A
That
chat.
was
Oh, I'm blind. Yeah. Fabric every day. Every day. Nothing. There's no other answer. Fabric.
I'm gonna come in with a hot take. You're all gonna look at me like I'm a psycho. I actually prefer Forge still.
No.
I still prefer Forge
How?
because
like, on
Fabric
what-
is good, but like endgame, it's worse than Forge. In my experience, I don't know if that's just my PC, but
My
like-
your PC.
when you kind of get into like the endgame stuff, it's just not as good as Forge. At least for
What
me.
do you mean end game stuff?
Like late
Yeah,
game create
I-
where you've got a bunch of stuff going
Well,
on.
I don't need a late game create. I play without that. I mean, the only reason Fabric it is just because you have all of the tools to help you create content so much easily. Like there's
Yes.
so much more things on Fabric to help you create content, which is the main reason. Like Fabric has
Right.
replay mode. I know we did talk about that. Forge has that as well.
Yeah,
But for example, I
But it's
struggle
buggy.
making my videos without like Matica, which
Mhm.
is also only on Fabric, and a bunch of things like this. It's just like I don't know. I find it more.
For me,
More
I
acceptable.
like Fabric because it definitely feels better made. But
Yeah.
what bugs me as like a pack creator is
Mhm.
that Fabric is still just very much the second loader. You know what I mean? And it still suffers from secondary loader syndrome, where it's just so obvious it's not the first thing in modders' minds for a lot of gameplay mods. But then you come into the mods like
Performance.
sodium and
Helpful,
performance
yeah.
mods and stuff like that, and it's so obvious that it's better for those, and for me though, a lot of mods that port over become a little janked. Like even the create mod Fabric works
Sure,
pretty
yeah.
well, but there are weird differences. Like with my chicken based steam engine, I know it's a weird thing to bring up here, but with the chicken based no, I know you're gonna love this. The chicken
I am.
based steam engine doesn't work very well in Fabric because when the blaze burners eat eggs on Fabric only, the chickens will still spawn. And there's just these little differences that make things less functional in Fabric, or where you kind of get like a Fabric port and you're like, oh, why does it look so different than the Forge port? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so,
Exactly.
but I
Forge
I-
game
it's a
for the
hard
win.
question because what?
Forge the win. What can I say?
Well,
think-
I'll see you try and win anything on Forge on an like even mildly outdated computer.
Right, and that's the biggest problem. Fabric is just so much more performant.
That's the thing. This is the thing that like bugs me to like an nth degree with Minecraft overall, and that is like being able to run the game on a lower end PC is an accessibility feature,
Mm-hmm.
right? Especially
Yes.
for the people who are trying to also record it at the same time. And in that regard, as soon as like you got Fabric, which loads faster, works better, and the only
Mhm.
issue is that people don't code mods for Fabric, they do it for Forge and then port,
Right.
that's like, that is a non-issue. Just make them
Right.
for Fabric. And it's like, well, why don't you make them for I don't know. I don't know how to make mods, period.
Talking as a Modpack developer, because I do a lot of Modpack dev. Fabric is very different than Forge, like on a programming standpoint. They
Yeah,
have
I
an
would hope so.
entirely different like event system, and that is definitely part of the issue. And on top of that, when you're making a Modpack, and this is I don't get this. This bugs me to no end actually. Fabric on the back end, and this does not affect the user. This is just for pack developers, right? So just be clear. So in Forge, liquids are measured in millibuckets.
Oh yeah, right. This.
Fabric measures things in millibuckets too. But on the back end, it doesn't count in the code as millibuckets. It's droplets. And it's 81,000 droplets to a millibucket. So every 1 millibucket is 81 droplets. It's complete nonsense. I have no idea why they did that. And recently discovered through Polart's metalworking video that Forge uses the 144 millibucket standard for an ingot, where Fabric
Where
uses
Fabric
a
uses-
111 millibucket standard for ingots. I think that it's so dumb. I don't know why Fabric decided to
No,
be
it's-
different, because that's just a choice.
This is such a nitpick. I love it.
I know,
Yeah,
it's such a
when we
nitpick. It's
talked
such a
about it.
nitpick.
Such a nitpick.
The amount of times, though, I've put like, 1,000 millibuckets, and then Fabric is like, do you mean 2 millibuckets? No, I don't mean 2 millibuckets.
And it's like, even that is kind of growing pain, Like,
Right,
why
but that's
is
a growing
Fabric-
pain.
Hmm?
Like you said, it's a nitpick. It's a growing pain. It's a weird difference.
Yeah, but they pile up, right? Like these things, they
Yeah.
pile up. They all create this like just teeny amount of jank,
Yes.
Fabric. That just drives you kind of nuts, doesn't it?
Because that's the only reason that data packs that are made for Fabric don't work on Forge. It's the only difference between them. Because data packs are standard. Yep. Because the millet bucket values are going to be 81 times, and Forge doesn't have a way to understand that you don't mean 81,000 buckets. Yeah. So it's just
that.
like, it's such a frustrating, like, why is that called that? Why is that right there? You know what I mean? Or like
at one point they gotta just
like standardize the measurement. That would be huge.
Have a data pack nitpick. So, like Jojo,
yeah,
I have
one
also
with 21.
I have also done like Modpack dev, not nearly as much as Jojo, but recently I was in the process of adding some data packs to a server that I play with some friends, and the changes they've made to data packs in 1.21 are the most frustrating thing on the planet.
Really?
So all of the syntax that they use for all their things, so like the recipes, the advancements, everything, until now it's been advancements, recipes, functions. In 1.21 they've just decided to change it, and all they've done is remove the S.
Is remove an S.
So now it's
dumb.
function,
Why?
advancement, and like trigger. That's it. So in order to get data packs to work on 121, you have to open them up, go into their folders, change all of the file names of the folders. All you have to do is remove the letter S, save it all, pile it back into a zip folder, because jar files don't work anymore, because why not? And then put it in and it works.
Funny.
Any data pack pre-121, you have to open them up and just remove the letter S from all the folders for them to work. And it took me 2 hours to work that out. It is the most frustrating thing they've ever done. All of that just so I could have double
Does anyone
shot
here know
shells.
the difference between Quilt and NeoForge and Fabric and Forge? I'm
Not a
pretty sure
clue.
they're just like forks, because they work with each other.
They're forks,
Quilt will work
yeah.
with Fabric. I think it's just like a slightly
NeoForge
different.
is-
Like
it's a newer
different,
version
like,
of it now. But it's
yeah,
just
I
like-
think there was a lot of. Don't quote me on this, anybody. I think there was a lot of politics surrounding it. I think there was some stuff where it was like the developers of Forge didn't like each other, so some of them branched off to create NeoForge. Don't quote me on that though. I have no idea. I don't want to spread misinformation. I know that happens a lot in the modding community, where things will get forked and moved around and stuff because of interpersonal problems, but I don't know if that happened to that.
Yeah.
Yes, anyway.
I think we are too good at chatting. We have gone through 2 questions.
We got into 2 questions, and one of them was from a
And
content
one of them
creator.
was
Like,
from
one of them wasn't
Stiffer.
even on the list.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
next
okay,
question.
okay,
Next
I don't
question.
know.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's
Someone
go,
else
let's go.
pick one. Just pick one.
Hit me.
Pick one. Okay. hold
Yeah,
on,
someone
I'll
else.
pick
All right, I can pick one.
Okay, we're gonna do one from my editor, because it's my editor, from Starburster. What is each of our favorite create mod packs, and why? For me,
Can I
It's
just
above and beyond.
preface this without saying not your own if you've made one?
Yeah.
No, like,
Because I was
probably-
about
yeah,
to
no,
say
not
that
mine.
Project Create is pretty cool, and I was like,
I was gonna say mine as well. You know, mine is pretty cool. You know.
for me, it's above and
wasn't
beyond.
actually.
Like no contest above and beyond, because, I mean, first of all, it was just made by the original creators of Create, so they very much understood the game they were trying to make. But the progression is so tightly tuned, and even on an older version of the Create mod, which is just subjectively not as like fun as more recent versions, I like the way it's combined with Tinkers. It was such a delightful process, and the only thing that really frustrated me about it was that last chapter where you just kind of have to grind out a bunch of numbers. I don't like those big grind chapters, but everything else was like a reasonable machine. You know, designing it didn't feel tedious. It didn't take you like 1,000 hours to design something. And I think a close second would be Arcane Engineering.
yeah,
That pack just had a lot of like lengthy stuff that made it bad for content, but it was a good pack. I liked it a lot.
the small amount of Arcane I did play, I did really enjoy it. It was good, but I just kind of was like, I'm gonna struggle to like make content on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very hard to make content off of, just because of how complicated the machines were and how long they took to design. There was a lot of like, okay, do I make a video this week, or do I make like a functional machine, you know?
Yeah, no, yeah. When you get to that point, it takes a week to just like get something. It's great for something you want to do just because like fun, you know.
Mhm.
But it's terrible when you actually want to be productive.
Yeah, when you
Um,
want to like, you know, work. Yeah. No, but that was a good
yeah.
time.
And I mean, I rarely play mod packs. And I've not. I can't say I've really played a create mod pack that I've really stuck with until now, which is very much not a create mod pack, but it's like create is in there and it's a lot big in the first one. I know Jojo, you've been playing it with StarTech.
Yeah.
I think that's the most like enjoyable mod pack with create in I played.
StarTech
But
great.
then keep in mind that I've literally played like I don't know nothing of that even. I'm like past the first chapter in it.
Can I do some self
Um,
promo? Would you guys mind some self promo?
Yeah, sure.
If anyone in
great.
my chat is excited for the next StarTech, it's launching literally after the stream. So get
Okay.
hyped.
Dang.
Saw the thumbnail for
I
that.
know. I managed to get it out despite moving, and I want everyone to know it was in spite of the move. It was so difficult to finish that video. But yeah, no, StarTech is great. StarTech is great, but it's not a create mod pack.
No, it isn't. But that's the one, but like the most enjoyable one I played, I think. Enjoyable, I say, and it's a great thing. I've been in pain, honestly, but I've had the most fun.
I can't lie. I
Uh,
literally have not played a mod pack outside my own, or than like a vanilla-ish one. Like, I just don't play any other.
No, that wasn't to Skeej. I died. Skeej, you're not a loser. You're fine.
It's alright. I'm used to it.
Not
Chat.
talking
I'm in a
about
very
I just want it to be
similar
known.
situation.
Before we carry on, I just want it to be
where
known
due
this man
to-
bullies me.
Due to
Yeah.
a cruel
We all do.
consequence of fate, basically I played more or less two mod packs. One of them's Beatstones,
Yeah.
and the other one is Chicken Block.
Chicken
Which
Block is fun.
technically had create in it. And I am really like, I did enjoy Chicken Block a lot, but I more so enjoyed it just because I got to torture another, video creator, Seth Whisperer. But I do actually have a question about like just plot mod packs, so called, because while playing Chicken Block, well, not plot, but like quest mod packs, because you guys obviously played way more of them, and that's the vibe I got from Above and Beyond as well. And that is just like, it is really hard for me to play a mod pack that just like so straightforwardly tells you what
I
to
can't
do.
either. Yeah, I can't either.
And,
I love that though, because I like automation packs. I like the straightforwardness. For me, I'm still becoming comfortable with building, and not like I'm not a creative person, but with Minecraft, I'm still kind of stretching my arms, if you could say, and getting comfortable with kind of jumping into a world and just being like, okay, I'm gonna put a city here, and I'm gonna put like a bathhouse here because that'll look really cool. That's super foreign to me. So when there's a pack that's like, okay, you're gonna like make these things and you're gonna do this, that's like my comfort zone. You know what I mean?
yeah, which is like, don't get me wrong, valid. It's perfectly
Oh, yeah,
valid.
yeah.
But even then, there are mod packs that are like, okay, you need like to complete this quest, you need to build this machine, and then does not really it's not that it doesn't explain how to, it's that it expects you to figure it out specifically. Like, it doesn't tell you exact stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, Above and
instead
Beyond
of,
was like that. Above and Beyond was like, okay, you need a granite farm, and it let you know, like, okay, there's a custom like generator that you can use at the bottom of the world, and then otherwise it was like even so Above and Beyond was the first series I did on Create Mod, and so the pack obviously means a lot to me. And I got yelled at actually a lot in the comments because I didn't know about fans and shoots, and the pack doesn't tell you about fans and shoots. And people kept saying you could use fans and shoots, and I kept saying, what are you talking about? Fans don't blow that far. And people were like, no, you idiot. You connect the fan to a shoot. And that's literally how I learned about that. So Above and Beyond, if you do want to play a quest mod pack, but you don't want it to be like, okay,
Yeah, rigid.
this is exactly, yeah. It was really cool. There were a lot of like ways you could solve problems in it because it was very much based off of the create kind of mindset of okay, you can make a tree farm in like 7 different ways. And you know, so go and do it.
I do have a good one. This is not particularly a YouTube related question. One of my mods is asking our favorite games outside of Minecraft. Because let me tell you, this whole time I've been playing Power Wash Sim and I'm having the time of my life right now.
Oh, we can tell. Discord tells you.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, Ski's been playing this the entire stream.
I'm literally having the time of my life. I'm just washing. That's like this game just has me by a chokehold.
So
Damn.
I love a variety of games. For what I'm playing, like right this second, I am quite addicted to Cookie Clicker.
Oh.
I know. It's bad. I'm quite addicted to Cookie Clicker. But I love Elden Ring. Love Elden Ring.
Yeah.
I love Stardew Valley.
What is Terraria?
Stardew Valley, I think. I mean, the thing right now is that I barely play anything other than Minecraft.
Yeah.
I think I've been for the last like few weeks since I went full time. I've barely played any other games. Like even before that, I think for the past few months, I've literally only been playing Minecraft. I mean, I've had my Stardew Valley moments here and there. I've started a Subnautica save, which I'm enjoying.
Subnautica. That's a good one.
But other than that, I've literally basically only been playing Minecraft.
To be fair.
Yeah. Hot tip for any aspiring Minecraft content creators: unless you want to play nothing but Minecraft every day of your life, don't go full time.
Also,
you will play only Minecraft.
A hot tip as well for those of you who want to make Minecraft content and actually release videos: don't start playing Destiny 2.
Oh yeah, no, don't be like Skish and get distracted. Look. I can clarify that. Don't be like Skish and get distracted every other week.
Look, hang on. I'm gonna reveal some.
Anyone who is alive and the person, do not play Destiny.
I'm gonna reveal some really embarrassing numbers here, but Destiny 2, 361.4 hours. Elden Ring, 140 hours.
Worse than League? Is it worse than having 300 hours in League?
Power Wash Sim, 110 hours of Power Wash Sim.
Yes!
Oh man!
I will share my screen. I am
also just an off-topic question here. What is your game with the most hours outside of Minecraft that you can actually like see it?
569.9.
500. Okay. Which one was yours, Giorgio?
Terraria with about 500 hours.
Oh. I have multiple games above 1,000. I don't
play a lot of games. Is the issue.
Let's make a Vin sniff. Hold up. Let me just do this.
Look in stream chat. That's my top 6 on Steam.
Drop the Cookie Clicker stats? I don't want to drop. I have like 100 hours in Cookie Clicker.
I think I have 3 or 4 games, like looking outside of Minecraft, that are above 1,000 hours. I think my most one, which is in Minecraft, is Unturned. I don't know if anyone's ever played that.
Unturned?
I think I've played in total 4,000 hours of Unturned.
What is I've never heard of this game.
Unturned is a blocky zombie survival game.
I love it. I used to love it when I was younger. I think I have 4,000 hours in it.
Drawn by memory, and it doesn't really have like much of the Minecraft in it at all.
Nope.
Yeah. It is. It wasn't built by like what, a 15-year-old, was it?
Yeah, something. It started off as a Roblox game. It's. I don't know. I just love that game. I don't really play it anymore. I don't think it's that entertaining anymore. But I used to play that all day. Like that's one of the first PC games I got into. Besides Minecraft, is that.
Right. Yeah.
But it's more
fair.
Roblox than Minecraft, like my chat is saying.
Oh my god, we're so off topic, by the way.
Oh, we are. We are so
We're
off topic.
so off topic.
Should we get back on? I don't know, Sloy, what which
no,
is your most?
We don't need to know
What?
what
No, we
Sloy's
don't need to
favorite
know.
games are.
Hmm. Oh, I also have like above. Oh, I have above 1,000 hours in Sims as well. I have like 5 games I'm above 1,000 hours in.
Wow.
Whoa.
Well, we don't have
Okay.
to compare to my my girlfriend. I think she's 7,000
Jesus,
maybe
that's bright.
in there.
Whoa.
Those are rookie
That's
numbers.
awesome.
You gotta catch up.
Oh boy,
Make-
Sloy, do you have like a
make
lot of
collab.
hours in League? Is this why you don't want to share it?
I'm making a. I was making a joke about everybody moving on before
Mhm.
asking me.
Hmm.
But I do find it embarrassing that I have 5. Like my top on Steam specifically, which is the only one that I can actually like
Yeah.
look up.
Mm.
My top on Steam is Starbound at 555.
Starbound.
555.
That's
I mean,
not bad.
How do I have so many more hours in games? I feel.
I'm
I
not
feel
saying
like I don't have a life.
I don't have more hours in some game, maybe someday, but
Mhm.
like
Yeah. But right now,
it's
yeah.
just the ones I can see. But hilariously, like Starbound, I played back when I was like a Russian YouTuber. It was like years
That's a
ago.
long time,
and
probably. Yeah.
in that time, Elden Ring, since it came out, like what, a year ago, 2 years ago,
No, it's like
has
3 now.
has almost caught up at 400 hours.
Oh, I don't want to talk about. My chat's asking about Hypixel. I don't want to talk about my Hypixel stats. I don't want anyone
Yeah.
to know that. When I was
One
a
of my
kid,
mods. Oh,
that's what I played.
one
And
of my mods
I-
have played Skyblock the last 2 months, and Hypixel. I think he said he had 400 hours in 2 months. 2 months.
Oh my god, I had a proper like cactus farm and everything. I loved,
yeah.
I loved. It was a good RPG. It was a good RPG. I think
It
it's
was a
gotten
good
way too
RPG. I also
complicated.
have wasted probably almost close to 1,000 hours in Skyblock Hypixel. So yeah, it was a
We should try to
great.
play
It
through
was
together,
like
dude,
this.
and just never
No,
upload
no,
again.
no. I quit that addiction a long time ago. I'm not coming back.
Did
Oh,
you say
no.
Bipixel?
Hypixel.
Hypixel.
Would
No, I
you
meant when you quit.
would you like
Oh, yeah,
another
I-
question?
I see.
Yeah.
I'd have to reveal that I'm MVP plus on Hypixel because when I was a
I
kid,
am only
begged
VIP.
I begged my parents. I was like, "Hi,
What's
you could fly at the lobbies when you're MVP." I think I literally asked for it for my birthday. That's how addicted I was to Hypixel. But this was before
What a
Skyblock.
guy.
This was like I was just sucking at like Bed Wars or not even Bed Wars. No, that was Sky Wars. Oh my god. Yeah, as a kid, I didn't have a lot of time on my hands. I was a very busy kid. I was in all these extracurriculars.
Busy kid.
'cause-
Yeah, that's why I have so many hours, because I wasn't a busy kid. I just sat at home and played.
Right. See, I was always like, I was in the Boy Scouts. So I'm always like camping or dealing with that kind of stuff. So I never had time to sink like, 300 hours into a video game as much as I wanted to. I wanted to sink 300 hours into a video game, but I couldn't. I didn't have time.
Would you like another question to get us
Yes,
back on
yes.
topic? Every
Yeah.
time we answer something and
Please
then
do,
go
please do.
immediately off track.
Yeah, but it's fine. That's why people are here. They love our
Oh,
It's the
Listen,
yapping
hold
stream.
up.
Yeah.
Let me do a self promo. Now that the DLC for the Elden Ring is out, they updated the mod for multiplayer. So after a couple weeks, Pixel Riffs and I are gonna stream Elden Ring together again.
Oh, hell yeah.
And didn't he stream it
Ooh.
recently as well?
Oh, they.
Oh, I'm getting off
Okay,
topic.
hold on. Quick question. Do you know if it works if one person has the DLC and the other person doesn't?
I don't know.
Okay, because I want to play
I-
it with my girlfriend.
I
today.
don't
Audrey and I
like. The
were
thing is,
playing
it's in beta, and I don't know if it works. Period.
it. That's
I mean,
a good point.
That's a weird way of
I've
asking
not
me to
tested
play
it
it with you,
yet,
JoJo,
and,
but
this is
sure.
what I've done.
That's great, Skeech.
Yeah, I've never touched it. Kind of want
anyway,
at some point, but never done.
it's a good one.
Okay. Question.
Why
Question.
we decided to start streaming and doing YouTube and/or content creation? Oh, I just punched my bullets.
I have a very
That's a
good
good one.
answer to this. Should I
Why don't you
start?
then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go for
oh,
it.
okay. So the reason I started this channel is because, well, I've been doing YouTube since like literally I could remember, probably since like I could make a YouTube account. Under TOS from YouTube, that is, of course.
So
Um,
age 14.
yeah, exactly. No, I think 13. I think you have to be younger.
Yeah,
Anyways,
13,
doesn't matter.
yeah.
And I've always wanted to be, I think I said at some point, I don't know, it was so many years ago at this point, I said I wanted to be a YouTuber when I grew up. And I tried so many times, did not work. And
So
then
you became a
I
YouTuber, but
started.
you never grew up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. Thanks. No, I started watching more of the like Let's Play series in Minecraft, and I was like, I could try this. And a channel that really inspired me is Swip, which I think I've said a lot of times at this point. But no, he inspired me to start my YouTube channel and like start playing the game like I do nowadays. Yeah, it's been so much fun.
To be fair, mine was
Yeah,
out of
no.
spite, like because
Such a huge thing, yeah.
it's a very B thing. Is that like until I don't hold me to this, but like until I kind of started making them, I felt like I couldn't find any create tutorials, like none that were up to date. Like especially since the newer updates, everybody kind of made tutorials when it first came out, and then they just kind of stopped, and nobody else did it because I started playing the update before the Rise and Shine one, whatever that was, 0.4, was it? Whatever the update where they added Steam Engine was. And
No, full steam ahead was Steam Engines.
whichever. It was before, yeah. Either way, I started playing it, and like I was trying to find tutorials for stuff because I was like, "What the fuck is a Steam Engine? How do you do this?" And there was just none, and so I was like, "Well, you know, I started a YouTube channel when I was younger, like doing vanilla Let's Plays, and I did okay. I think my old channel I got to like 1K, but it died off because I like.
That's actually good. I think my first one.
That's actually really impressive.
My first
for,
one got to like
child YouTube account.
250.
I would
Yeah,
like to
my
also
childhood
preface
one
this
got to
by it
50.
has been deleted. You cannot
yeah.
find
Yeah,
any
mine as
trace
well.
of it
No, no,
anywhere on the
you
internet.
cannot- I think you can find a trace of mine, but everything is privated, unlisted. I used to make unturned videos as well there.
As soon as like
Okay, now I do want to find it.
as soon as my first video
It's
kind of like
unlisted.
started doing well, I was like, all right, I'm deleting this from the internet. I can't
Yeah.
have this be a known thing about my life. This
That's
era
so
needs
I
to
used
be
it as well.
vetoed.
I made this one 4 years ago, I think, and then before that I had that one.
So for me, I obviously just grew up on YouTube. You know, I mean, like all of us did. We're all of age, and I still remember it was Muse Farms was my absolute favorite series as a kid. Muse Farms. It was just a vanilla playthrough where this guy just played Minecraft, but it was enthralling to me, and I was devastated when he finished it. And what was his name? It's not Matt Batwings. That's a modern YouTuber. But there was a Batwings, or like Batclaw. That was his name. Batclaw was a YouTuber who covered modded Minecraft, and he was really my first introduction to modded Minecraft at the time. And then, you know, it was Sunday and Craner and Sky Factory and stuff, and that's where I really got like introduced to the way that I play modern Minecraft or modded Minecraft and stuff like that. And so as a kid, you know, like Stam, I was like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. And then of course I made a few YouTube channels as a kid, and had no idea what I was doing, and they sucked, and they never went anywhere at all.
So true.
Like, cause I was like,
I mean, this one. Yeah, I mean, this channel took me even 2 years before I even saw any point of traction. It took me 2 years to get 50 subs.
And unfortunately, I don't have access to those channels anymore, so they exist somewhere on the internet, and I won't tell you where. I never went anywhere with it, and I very much was like, you know, I mean, I was like a kid, just half-heartedly like, I'm gonna make all the money, I'm gonna become a millionaire, and then I wouldn't, and then I would quit because I was upset that it wasn't doing well. You know how it is. And with this channel, so here's a fun fact: it's all privated now, you can't watch it. But in 2020, during, you know,
Right, we started our channels like same time basically. It's like what, a
during
week between?
the sickness,
Yeah, I was like, I wonder
knew.
why.
Yeah, I knew I needed something
likewise.
to do, because I was a senior in high school. I just lost my senior year, right? Like all the structure ever just gone, you know? And I was like, okay, I need something to do. And so I just did YouTube videos for a little bit, and they were not good. And I developed a bit of a following, and then I quit because they weren't doing well. And
I quit so many
wasn't-
times.
Oh, so many times. And
Oh my
then
God.
2-3 years pass, and Vault Hunters 118 releases on my birthday. And for the first time, I was just like, I want to share my gameplay with people because I really like this pack, and I just want to like share my experience with a community. And of course, that's when the channel started doing well.
I'm gonna be honest.
You know, I was actually making content because I loved it.
I'm doing some math right now, and it's actually making me like amazed.
I love math.
Because I'm. Oh, tits, that's not right. Well, close enough. Right, 1, 4,
Okay.
5.
Sloy?
Oh, well,
Basically,
Your
when
turn.
I.
Oh,
sorry.
never
When I started,
done.
I said to myself, like, if any of my tutorials get 1K views, I'm gonna consider my channel a success. And I'm currently
What,
adding
1 million?
together. I'm currently adding together the views of all of my tutorials combined. And
You want to hear something like kind of sad? My first Vault Hunters video was an hour long because I had no idea how to pace or edit anything, right? No idea. And I told myself when I had it, I said, look, I know expectations is what kills my love for YouTube. So as long as I get 10 views on this dead channel,
You did it.
I'll be
Alright.
happy. And I got 50. And I was
Oh.
ecstatic.
Yeah, I did
like-
something same like that. Yeah.
I was, oh my god, I was like, oh my god, I got 50 views and a comment. Like, I couldn't have been happier. I look back on that,
Oh,
dude, if
yeah.
I uploaded a video and got 50 views on it,
yeah,
Oh, I would
I've-
just.
just
I'd
worked it
saw.
out.
I mean, I've been getting what my video I uploaded yesterday. What it has over 10K views, and I'm not happy with it. It's like if I look back at then, where I was happy. I think my first video when I actually tried and I actually edited and I actually took my time with it, I think it got like 400 views, and I was so happy. I was so happy. Like for getting videos that was like 20, 30 views before that to 400. Oh my god.
Mhm. No, and I remember like the first time a video got 1,000 views in an hour, I could have flown. And now, if I get less than 1,000 views in the first hour of the video, I'm like, all right, thumbnail's wrong. Something's wrong with the
Thumbnail's
title.
wrong,
It's
something's
just,
wrong.
it's so
Change
interesting
it
how
all.
it changes. Yeah, it's like screwed up, change it all. It's
Yeah.
all gotta go. Yeah.
It is so accurate. It's like the
But I
more
still love
when you hit these high points and then
the
you have
number.
low points, it sucks.
Like,
It
yeah,
does, it's
sucks
hard.
so much.
considering
And getting through that, it like also tip for just people who want to be somewhat of successful with YouTube. Like you gotta just get through it. Like, of course, if you've been trying something for a year and it's not working, then you should probably switch it up. I'm not saying that, but like
Mhm.
you will have the video here and there where it's just like a 10 out of 10 because of YouTube, your ranked videos 1 out of 10 is the best, and then 10 out of 10 is the worst. And your most recent videos, for no one who knows, or for someone if you words are hard. Anyways, you will have videos which are down there 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I think mine yesterday is an 8 out of 10 at the moment, and then you'll have the videos that are 1 out of 10. You feel great, and you will feel crap about the videos that aren't doing well.
Yeah.
And I think the like mindset you gotta have there is, okay, I can look at this. How can I improve this for the next time and everything like that?
Mhm.
And it's really hard. I haven't really figured out how to look at my analytics in a positive or like in a way of how I can improve it. I'm starting to get there, but it takes time. It's just like you gotta get through it and release another video, because my second video when I actually started trying, it did poorly. It didn't get 100 views. It got that's 4 times less than my things. And I looked at it. I was like, why didn't this do well? And surprise, surprise, the thumbnail was 90% gray. And I was like, okay, the thumbnail is bad. I changed the thumbnail and it did better. It's just like you gotta look at the things, and like if you make a bad video or like something that performs bad, you gotta look at, okay, how can I improve the next one?
Yeah, absolutely. All
Yeah,
right,
it's not
Yeah,
like
Loy, you.
YouTube's concept of improving something
Sorry,
is
I'm just-
antithetical to like actually creating art.
Mm.
Like it couldn't be that, you know?
No.
it never is that you go, wow, I wonder why this video is doing poorly, and then you go, oh, it's because it's just artistically gibberish.
Yeah,
And then you make
also,
something that's artistically not gibberish, and YouTube is like, this is worse actually?
sometimes stuff can just like blow up out of nowhere as well.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
But
I'm
that's the
basically
worst
making a
thing.
joke
so-
about how YouTube is an algorithm at the end
Unpredictable.
of the day, and what
Yes.
YouTube sees as better is not what we with human eyes will see as better.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
that's just
And
it's just a
sometimes it
sad
works
really
reality,
well.
which is
Sometimes it
it
works
does
really well.
coincide. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but every once in a while, it's just like, why? Why is this popular?
We
What is
all have those
happening?
things. Like
Oh
we've been
my
talking about
God.
it, and just like someone saying, "Oh yeah, I think this video is gonna do great," and it does so poorly, and then someone like the next day is just like, "Oh yeah, this video is gonna be super bad," and it does great. It's like a 1 out of 10, and it's just like, huh, okay, everything I knew is a lie.
Yep.
One
Yeah,
thing that's
absolutely.
crazy
It's
to me
just-
as well.
It's awful.
Like one video that really blew up for me that I didn't think it would was
Oh,
my
the Star
Create
Trek, no?
Estrogen review.
Oh.
Because it was just like, it's just an add-on review, and I love that add-on. I had so much fun with that video. But I was like, okay, this is just a goofy video. Like, I am way too silly right now, and it's just not very well produced. Like, most of the video is me, like, laughing. And
the
it's
thumbnail
doing
is so silly as well.
So, the thumbnail is great. I am very proud of the thumbnail.
Yeah,
I will
it's
say.
great.
I was quite pleased with it. But no, I was really proud of how that turned out. And then yeah, Star Technology. I was like, okay, that's not at all what I thought was gonna blow up. But Star Technology.
No. I think you said that as
exploded.
well.
Yeah, I was playing this mod pack because I just wanted to do something for fun. I was like, man, this is a fun mod pack. I'm gonna just make a different style of video. And then everyone on YouTube was like, make more. And I was like, because I didn't I was so convinced. Fun fact, I was so convinced that it wasn't going to do well. I did not record a second episode,
Yeah. You
and
didn't
then
start
it
right, yeah.
exploded. And it was like, it was so
Yeah,
hard
it's
to
so-
record this.
As someone who's been playing the mod packets as well, like I've been enjoying watching the videos. Like after I got into things, I'm like, oh, I could have done that. It's great for anyone that hasn't watched it. I so recommend it. It's a really fun to watch. It's a really good series.
No, I'm quite proud of it, and I was proud of episode 2 as well. You know, and that's the
Yeah.
thing as a content creator. Sometimes you just have to finish a video, and you're like, ouch, you know.
Yep.
And that's never a good feeling when you just have to be
No.
like, okay, I'm not thrilled
Okay, I
about
just
how
gotta-
this video turned out.
Yeah.
No, that's true. It was a Pride Month themed video. That is a good point. I did have good timing.
Oh,
on it, which
yeah.
is why I
Yeah,
waited
it
till
had
June.
good timing.
I had good timing. All
I
right,
mean,
all right.
honestly, like,
I still wanna hear
saw
my
the title.
spoiler
I
then,
saw
Stupid.
I saw the thumbnail. I saw the title. I was like, I should watch this, and then I just never did.
That's a bad.
I don't think I've
title
watched
and
the
a bad
Estrogen
thumb.
one either.
No,
It's really quite
incredible.
fun, actually.
It's very good. Yeah.
I should.
Yeah, Zloy, you
Uh,
got to tell your story.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
So I
With Minecraft or something, I don't know.
yeah, originally like I tried to become a YouTuber, and it was like with movie reviews, and
Uh-huh.
it was bad because I didn't know anything about movies. But I was a big fan
Understandable.
of like the angry review subgenre, and I was like, dang it, I want to make some of these because they just look fun, and it was fun to just spend time with my friends with like camera and whatnot, and they sucked objectively. But here's the thing: you learn when you do movie reviews really quickly. YouTube is very particular about copy strike, striking every single video that you make.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh wow, let's plays are a thing. You can't copyright strike gameplay. That's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I tried to do let's plays right for a little while, and then I'm like, the guy I was watching a lot suddenly does a Minecraft one, and I'm like, wow, this game is freaking amazing. The year is 2014.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep.
The year is
The year
2014.
is 2014. Set the
The
scene,
year is
everybody.
2014. And I'm like in the biggest depression ever. I flunk out of like university 2 years in a row. And I just, it just sucked. It just was bad, and nobody watched anything. And then I didn't even try to do anything with YouTube for like the longest time. But then eventually, I honestly just really wanted a job that didn't require me to go outside.
What a
And
guy.
I'm gonna make it sound like a very calculated move because it's very, very funny if you put it that way. But it really wasn't. Like, I genuinely am just in love with the game. And I like being part of this like very vibrant, very interesting community of like just genuinely creative people.
Mhm.
And at the same time, like you can't copyright strike gameplay, and with Minecraft specifically, you don't even need to pay for new games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Minecraft is great. I will say, for those trying to get into Minecraft, know that it is one of the most, if not the most, competitive spaces on YouTube.
It is
I don't-
oversaturated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
very
Minecraft
hard to get
YouTubers
into.
are.
Get in on it back in 2014 if you can.
Yeah, exactly. If you can
And-
just
and-
travel back in time and start then, yeah.
Yeah.
Be
I
great.
think each of us, who is full time, can trace like a lucky break back to it. Like
100%.
yeah, Stam and I especially. I know he and I jumped
I mean,
on
I have a
P8.
very unique situation as well, where I
Mhm.
don't have any like real responsibilities or like things I really need to pay for at the moment.
Right.
No school and nothing. So I'm like in a very unique spot when it comes to that. And also like all the other people in the creator Discord, besides me, then it's always been that they've like, Jojo, you got laid off, right?
Yes, I got laid off. I was
And everyone
working
else
2 jobs,
has as well.
and I got laid off from both of them. And I was like, okay. Yeah.
It does make me
No, so it's
curious
very-
of like how many people here actually also work, because like, for example, I was talking to my chat about this before I joined the call, but like I work basically full time as well as trying to do YouTube. Like
Oh,
to
yeah.
me,
I mean,
this
I
is
did
my
school
I
at
side
full
have so
job.
much,
and-
I have
and
so
you-
much respect for.
Like
Yeah.
I
no, it's
work 30 to 40 hour weeks and still have to make time for life and videos and stuff,
Mhm.
which
yeah. On
I'm
that,
very
like,
jealous of the people that can do it full time.
Well, on the thing
Hey,
with
quick
the,
question.
like
What's
work
your
and everything.
Patreon?
You should even have
You
one.
know, I don't even
sub
have
Skeech.
one.
Skeech doesn't
I'm
even have one. You
Channel
should
member
follow
to
me.
Skeech.
On the same thing, like I just graduated school like a month ago now, exactly actually. And doing school, which is like a sure less time spent in school than you probably spend at work, Skish. But with like the studying time that you have to do outside and everything, it's rough. And I mean, I think looking at the hours of my game, you can always see that I've always been probably at my PC and not really had the biggest social life. But when I started YouTube, I sacrificed a lot of my social life for it
Mhm.
because I was, for like the past year before I graduated, I was basically waking up, sometimes recording in the morning, editing in the morning or whatever, going to school. Once I get home, I get right to work till like
Mhm.
1 a.m. in the morning, go to sleep and repeat for a year.
Yep. No.
I'm also
I
very
remember that.
fortunate that I've had a girlfriend at the time, so I spent the weekends taking a break, which is probably the only reason that I even survived the past year, because
It's also
it's just
a
brutal.
weird one for me as well, because I'm kind of in like in between spaces, because like currently I live at my parents' house. I still live at home, but I'm also in the process of kind of trying to move out. So I'm kind of in a weird space where my parents they go to bed quite early. They're morning people, but I'm not.
Mhm.
And like my most productive hours, especially like 6 months ago or a year ago when I first started, I lived alone in student flats. It was 6 months ago I had to move back home because I dropped out of uni for unrelated reasons we won't talk about on the stream. But because they go to bed early, I want to say my, in air quotes, my prime hours for work and YouTube and everything is between the hours of like 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. But I now can't do that because my parents go to bed early.
Yeah.
And they're one door down, which makes it incredibly difficult. Like
My parents,
when
they
I
go to bed
get
at
home
like
from
10.
work, that can be depending on what I'm doing. If I'm on a closing shift, I don't get home till maybe 6:30 p.m. By the time I've eaten, done whatever I need to do, it's 7:30, which only gives me like maybe a 2-hour window to like actually do anything on a day, which
Mhm.
when you've done a full day's work, you just don't want to.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that's
rough.
why
Yeah.
I want to make time to spend with friends and stuff and actually do stuff that I want to do as well as video and
No, absolutely.
editing and it's very
I'm with
exhausting.
Steve. I'm with
ASMR
Steve and Stam.
genre?
ASMR subgenre. There you go.
Of YouTube videos. It's perfect for you because it's like a genre of videos where people intentionally talk quietly for the entire time.
Welcome back to Skeege's Create Mod Let's Play.
You don't want me to. You don't want me to do
Okay.
ASMR. I've done it
Great.
multiple
I don't
times
think I
on my
wanna listen
streams.
to-
Nobody
Oh,
enjoys
God.
it.
But no, I remember Stam. Same thing with you. Having the most awesome girlfriend in the world definitely saved the channel because I was absolutely waking up, sitting at my computer, working for the entire day, going to bed. It was miserable. Like
It is what
like,
I've
again
been
like.
doing,
Oh, you've grown so fast in the last year.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I also say this is JoJo's girlfriend that has abandoned his stream to come and watch the Power Wash Sim gameplay on my stream instead?
Don't
I
tell him
can
that.
see her. I can see her monitor. She just clicked back. The sec. She's gaslighting me. She's showing that she has both tabs open. But no, I looked over and she is watching Skeege's Power Wash Sim.
Oh my god.
Betrayal. Oh, she's taking.
Listen, it's not my fault that Power Wash Simulator is more interesting to watch than vanilla Minecraft. Thank you so much.
Hi, Audrey.
Stamp says hi. I mean, you're gonna hear him.
Aw.
I can't
Okay,
believe you. Wow. Power Wash
listen,
Sim more interesting
Listen,
than Minecraft.
okay, fellas,
Watch my
just
Minecraft.
real quick. What do we as like professional YouTubers think? Is Power Wash Sim SMP viable?
Uh, Heck yeah, I'll get in on that.
Oh,
But
absolutely. Power Wash.
But ironically, though, it's a great game for like
It's an amazing
podcasting
game.
and stuff like that. Because like,
Yeah.
this is nowhere
that's
near
really
our ballpark, but like
thing, huh?
Markiplier and did a series where he did just like a podcast type thing with different creators, and they literally just chatted
Yeah.
for an hour. But the entire like back content was just an hour of them doing a level in Power Wash while chatting, and it was some of the greatest YouTuber I've ever watched. It was so good.
Oh,
Well,
that's gotta
of
be
It
course
is like
was,
the
because
perfect
it's the guy
background
you
game.
like with the other guy you like. Like, it doesn't matter what's on the screen.
That is true. But I mean, even then though, like, now we're talking about Markiplier, so now we're off topic again. But about
Okay.
Markiplier, like I.
So why is this
there's
becoming a
something-
monthly thing?
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. A monthly Q&A stream. We've been through two.
By year one, we will be done with these questions
Three
that we
questions.
just got.
We've done 3 questions.
But like they have a podcast, Distractables, and I really like it. But I appreciate having something to look at. It does kind of change the context of the content for me.
Oh, it's funny you bring up Distractable because he openly admitted to playing Power Wash Simulator while they are
Well-
recording Distractable.
Oh, see there you go.
Love
Without
that.
showing the screen, mind you. That was not part of
Right,
the
right.
podcast. He was secretly playing Power
Just
Wash
secretly
Sim
playing Power Wash
in
Sim. That's actually
multiple
awesome.
episodes, and you can't tell.
That's amazing. I love that.
They got better about it. It was like they only admitted it because they were like, okay, we've been kind of costing for the last couple of podcasts. We should really get it back together, like be entertaining.
That's very funny. Okay. Let's try to get 4 questions. Can we get to 4 questions?
Four
Yeah.
questions, speedrun. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, let's do 4 quick fires. Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? We had a few people who asked like a shotgun questions. Maybe we should pick one of those like shotgun questions and just like answer them quickly and then discuss.
Go for it.
Oh boy. Do we have one?
Do we have? Let me see. I can grab one.
Oh, here's one maybe. No.
Okay, here we go.
Hold
Here's
on,
one
hang
that'll
on.
get
Before you
to get
start,
us
just
talking.
because it's just crossed my mind because of what Mitch said in my chat.
Mhm.
Sniff, after the stream, DM me. I have a funny story to tell you. Continue.
I was so
Okay.
afraid to go and ask them to play Legacy together. Not Legacy, Destiny.
From Robenaby, they have 4. They have 4 questions. Okay, it's where do you think the future of the Create mod is heading? How long do you think it'll be before we see 121 support? Will everything continue to be NeoForge in the future? And do you think that add-on developers are going to resist the change to NeoForge? So basically, mostly it's just where's the future of the Create mod is kind of like all that with like subpoints.
I mean, I'm happy with it where it is. Like, I genuinely don't know what they could add that would
do
be
we wanna
new
see?
and interesting.
I think the devs. We're probably going to end up answering another question, which is like what
Yeah.
we would
Wait,
want
there's
to
a
see in
few.
the create mod.
Yeah, there's a few here.
So that's fine. We'll kind of cop that into this. I don't think the create mod's changing much. Like, just from the way the devs kind of maintain it, I think the devs are happy with where the create mod is. I think we're going to see 121 support because it's a very popular update. And admittedly, I don't think I could comment on how long it's going to take them. I don't have any concept of how difficult it is to port. I mean, it takes a while for Create to update, and I know that in the newest update, they have stated that they will be fixing the Forge recipe bug. I don't know how difficult that is to fix.
Thank God.
The Forge recipe bug is
Fix
the creative
AMDG.
menu and JEI breaking due to create mod recipes clashing with how Forge handles recipes. And so if you've ever played a Forge pack or made a Forge pack and recipes have just like vanished for no reason, it was great.
It is very frustrating.
No,
bug.
I thought that was literally my fault for installing it wrong.
Nope. That's just unfortunately it's a bug with Forge.
I also
and I
imagine
think the devs were able to fix it.
they're probably going to spend more time on making it more accessible, like for add-ons and stuff, because like add-ons are such a massive part of what Create is.
Yeah.
Like, how many people you see now, apart from me, like I use base Create in my tutorials just because then it can be used anywhere, but I don't think there's any pack really that has semi-popular that doesn't have Create
It
add-ons.
should be
if it
stated.
has
I
Create
don't
in it.
believe Create Astral is an not Astral. Create what was that? Aeronautics. That's not official, right?
No, that's an add-on. That's an add-on.
That's an add-on. Yeah. It may be made by the devs. I can't comment on whether the devs are working on it or not, but that's another add-on. So the future of Create is add-ons. That's what the future of Create is.
I think
Yeah,
so.
fracturization is where they clearly are headed, and like as Create itself is by this point kind of oversaturated. I would think that so are going to be just the add-ons for it until we just don't know what's even in base Create anymore. And
I mean,
game
even
over,
now,
I guess.
people don't know what is in base creates.
Yeah,
Like,
they have no idea.
I'm looking back at my
People
first
argue-
series. There's so many points in there since it was literally base create. There were no add-ons in my series. There's so many people that are come in and just like, oh, you can do this, by the way, and it's just like,
Nope.
No, you can't.
Can't.
This isn't base create. Oh my god, it's raining in. Hold up.
It's also one of those things that this is. I think he knows about this, so this is no offense intended, whatever. But we've kind of like, as a group, collectively agreed on the Beardstone effect of Create videos sometimes.
Yeah, no.
In that, like,
the
you know,
saturation
him
of Create and Beard
or-
being so big, yeah.
Same with
you know, he'll do something, or like Charles will do something,
both of them, yeah.
And then-
YouTubers in
we just get a spam of what they've done. Like, for example, Jojo, you said it the other day. It's like Charles uploaded a video on the diesel generators or what it was, and like within
numismatics.
numismatics,
need
in like
to-
10 minutes,
like,
you got a
within
comment
minutes.
about it.
yep.
Like, we
And
don't
again,
need to see
just to
when
be
they
very
up-
clear,
they
this is
upload
not
videos.
Beard and Charles's fault. We're
Yeah, no,
friends
Yeah,
with
it's
them.
just how
We-
popularity works in general.
Also, don't
yeah.
complain about the comments, guys. Please keep commenting. It's great.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
don't stop commenting.
We might
But
laugh a little bit here and there.
It's just really interesting to see like the effect that the bigger people like in our circle have on all of us, really.
And it's also because Create has been so, I like fracturized, that was a good word for it. It's been so fractured that it is very unclear now what exists in a regular Create pack. And even like, because like if you just take a Create mod pack and hopped into it, without JEI, you don't know what you can do in that pack. Because a Create mod pack could have anything from Valkyrian Skies to diesel generators to Factory Must Grow to Oxidize. There's even
mean, I have
add-ons
my
that
own.
overlap.
I made my own mod for it just to change
Yeah.
recipes and add in things that I thought was missing.
Mm-hmm. And even there's like, and the similarly named ones, there's Stuffs and Editions, there's Crafts and Editions, there's Create Oxidized, but Create Garnished adds oxidization recipes in a different way than Oxidized adds it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it's
yeah,
a
you
lot
know
of people
what,
doing
someone in
the
my
same
chat
thing.
points out people are beginning to make create add-ons that have nothing to do with create. They're just their own mods. Like I'd have to say I really like this mod. I think it's a hilarious mod, and I put it in my like top 10 or add-ons you should check out because I thought it was fun. But Guardian Defense Beam is not a create add-on. It has nothing to do with the create add-on other than the fact that you need to have create installed in order to function the Guardian Defense Beam. It's just like a laser mod for Minecraft that is also create integrated.
Yeah, they're becoming like create integrated rather than create themed. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we've added this thing that is nothing to do with create, but you use create to craft it.
Yep.
That,
Or you
that's
use
better.
create to like use it.
Yeah.
And mod packs is what.
Oh.
Sorry, I just got blewed up by a creeper and it hurt me.
Oh yeah, there's a
Sorry.
game underneath all of this.
Yep. Create, yes, Wither Monarch from my chat. It's like Create has become a game engine, and that's not necessarily a negative thing, but it has negative consequences. Now, I will say, I want to let you guys know the dev of this pack is fantastic. They're doing a big update to the pack. I'm not trying to speak ill on Bog or anything like that, but Create Mechanized is one of those mod packs that has the issue where it's called Create Mechanized. Create, it's not really a create pack. The early game you do like basic create stuff, and then the later you get into the pack, create becomes like, okay, you craft the rocket with create, and that's what makes it create. You know what I mean? But that's it. And we're seeing that a lot. I mean, if you go on to like the Feed the Beast Reddit, even, which I don't spend any time on. I happen to be like, I want to feel bad today. I'm gonna go on Reddit. There's a common joke and a big complaint where vanilla plus mod packs are becoming janky create mod packs. And I have to agree that create is not vanilla plus. It's like vanilla plus plus. It's related. It feels good. It's not vanilla plus.
Yeah,
And
no, it's not vanilla plus, but it works with vanilla. The way it's made is like it works with vanilla. If you're comparing it, I'm comparing it like mechanism example.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit into the vanilla vibe, if that makes sense. While create kind of, in a sense, does.
Create has immaculate vibes.
Create
yeah,
feels
exactly.
like somebody just took redstone and decided to make their own redstone instead.
Yeah. A lot of people make the comparison that create is like spinny redstone. And I don't necessarily think that's true on a deep level, but
Well,
surface
it's
like the
overpowered for that.
Oh yeah, it's certainly overpowered. But no, so definitely fracturization, and like in my heart of hearts, I would love there to be like a great wiki, not the fandom wiki. I hate fandom wikis.
Yeah.
But like an official wiki for Create where add-on authors are also able to submit their information, because I do think it is an issue with the readability of the Create mod to, when we're looking at like the casual player, someone who wants to sit down and play the Create mod and is confused as to why they can't do the things that their favorite creators are doing.
Oh yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I have no idea what add-on adds that. Like I genuinely have no idea what added that because I'm playing a pack that someone else made. You know what I mean?
That's kind of my whole ethos with my tutorials, is that like I use only base create, because then it doesn't matter.
But of
like
course,
if you're playing,
you and I run into an issue where people start commenting, well, you did this wrong, your information's
You
incorrect.
did this wrong. Yeah, it's incorrect.
And you're like, no,
It's
that's
same.
not vanilla create. You can't do that in just create. And people don't get it. Like it doesn't register for them because to them, they've always played with the add-on, so it becomes create.
I think the worst one of those, to be fair, is the automated netherrack. The amount of comments I get every time I mention like my redstone farm specifically.
Oh yeah.
I talked about it's like, oh, you can't automate netherrack. I would say at least 10% of the comments on that video are like people going, actually you can.
Actually, you can.
To which I responded with, no, you can't.
Nope. And it's not even like I don't blame the commenter, because it does feel like something that should be in vanilla
should be a
create.
thing, right?
Like it's kind of weird that you can't automate netherrack in the create mod.
It's very
It's
weird.
actually odd. So I totally get the confusion, but we're also at a point where if the devs added an official Netherrack recipe, is it gonna be the Crafts and Editions one, the Stuffs and Editions one, the Energized one? You know what I mean? Is it gonna be similar to all of them or none of them? Is there gonna be a recipe conflict in mod packs going forward? Like, so I think also the devs have these weird decisions they have to make of like pipes working with blaze burners. Could they even add that without kind of destroying the add-on element, which we've expressed is very important to the game, you know?
Yeah.
But then that's also going to be a thing we have to think about for 1.21 create, is because obviously the vanilla craft is out now. So like, how is that going to compare to the mechanical crafter? Because they can do the same things essentially.
Yeah, and it's interesting though because both mechanical crafters and the regular crafter from Minecraft have a setup you need if you want to make like universal ones. So I think they're comparable enough that you get this thing where if you're more comfortable with the create mod, you make a mechanical crafter. If you're more comfortable with redstone, you make a redstone crafter. I actually think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because on Twitch, I've been streaming like a Vanilla Plus, and let me tell you, crafters, they're not easy to use. Like, they are difficult. The amount of redstone you need just to have it auto craft, like, sure, it's simple enough to have it all go in and you just spam a button to craft it, or you stick 2 observers going into it. But like, to detect
Are any of you live on Twitch?
the recipes and stuff, it's really difficult.
Star Hunter. Everyone's mod is in the chat, guys.
I've been abandoned by my own mod.
Yeah, is none of you are live on Twitch, right?
No, I'm not live on Twitch.
Good thing. Then I'm raiding someone else, because I've got to run really soon.
Oh.
I might.
Oh.
I mean, if you guys want to continue, I could hop in a call, but I'd be on my phone in AirPods, and I'd be very bad quality. So I don't know if
Well,
you
we'll
guys
see.
want
If
that.
it's truly awful, we'll kick you out. Don't worry.
Okay, sure. I think it will.
Um,
Anyways, I'm gonna just say bye to my chat.
Alrighty, see you, Stam. But no, yeah. So I think Crete has interesting dilemmas that it's going to come up with, and for me, like my favorite part of Crete is the add-ons. So I think whatever the developers can do to bolster the add-on creators is going to be the right direction for Create. You know.
Yeah.
But I also understand that banking the success off of Create on user-generated content gets difficult, right? You get some really sticky situation spaces when you're completely like reliant on user-generated content, because there's less assurances that come with user-generated content. And then of course, and I'm not speaking for the mod devs here, I don't even know if it's the developer's prerogative to continue to make Create popular. There's an argument to be made that, you know, Create's like done what they wanted it to.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of insane. Like, again, like how much people like Beardy blew up. Like, that's crazy. What happened with him, especially.
Oh yeah.
I
Like-
mean, what's crazy about it? It's Minecraft, but it moves.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Like, there is very little you need on top of that. It's
Which-
Minecraft, but it moves and it's intuitive and it's usable. And that's why Create is like doomed for this fracturization, because it is it's a physics engine.
Yeah.
because
that's a
I
good
kind of
point.
disagree in that I do think it's just like Redstone in a way.
Yeah, well, what's Redstone do?
Because it's when you kind of get into it, Redstone really all it is you learn how to make lots of little things. Like, you learn how to make individual pieces, and all it is just how you put it together to do what you want. And Create is exactly the same.
Has like, you can have an easier time learning Create than you can
Yeah.
with
someone-
normal Redstone. But I also agree that it's very similar to. It's just visual.
Create like literally explains itself.
You know what? Maybe it's just that Create is more understandable, and that's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
my
Exactly, that's where I
because you're
think-
right. They have the same philosophy, and I think that's why Create is going to maintain being popular for a while, because it's readable as Minecraft. Like, you start playing Mechanism.
Yeah. It's not
You can't
Minecraft
read it.
there
Also,
anymore.
Stam, you're so quiet. At least on
Yeah,
mine. I
yeah.
don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to pack my bag. I forgot to do it before stream,
Aww.
and I'm leaving any moment now. I will just be quiet and listen.
Don't pop
Okay.
your microphone yet.
My mods, my
No.
my mod, my mod, and my girlfriend and my love of my life is reminding us that we should probably get on to another question.
No,
Um,
no, hold up. Before
quick
that, I
fire
just want
ones
to
went
point
real
out that
well.
we said something so egregiously stupid that Stam had to shout his reply from across the room while packing.
No,
That's
I
fair.
just agree with you. I
Oh.
think. I said yes. It moves. I think what I like most about the way that Create is just that ever since I was little, when I was playing on like my phone with friends and stuff, I've always been building like boats, cars, and things, and I've always wanted them to
Yes.
move. I've always wanted them to move. Like you and me, Sloy, how we met first.
Yeah.
When we were playing on the server with the
Mhm.
Valkyrian Skies mod. It was amazing. It was so much fun, and I think that's what really hooked me into Create. Things move. Things
Yeah.
move. It's just
About
amazing.
that video still is just like by my channel's metrics is doing numbers, and I'm like,
Mine is
why?
not. It was
I'm
so
just-
fun though. We just genuinely 4 hours
Yeah.
had a blast.
And I was like, why are you doing numbers? Is it just because bot move? And I made like a video where bot move, and that
Bot
didn't do
move.
numbers. And I was like, okay, so with all the common denominators removed, this video is just doing numbers because Stam is in it.
No, no. It's because we genuinely had fun. But yes, because
Yeah,
of me, of
it was
course.
really fun.
No, we just
Yeah,
had really fun. Like
Yeah.
no, so much fun with those 4 hours. It's probably still the most fun 4 hours of Minecraft I've played in my life.
wow.
I'm
That is
so
awesome.
flattered.
No, because
I'm
I
so
think I have that recording still, and it's literally me laughing. It is what it is.
It was hilarious.
Okay.
Um,
Let's get to a question.
Yeah, back to the salt mines.
Yes. Yeah. Back to work. We promised.
It's only has been half an hour.
Let's see. Here's a fun question. Coming from Happy Hetty, have you ever tried designing something and then like scrapped it because it wasn't good? So do we have any stories
many
of
times.
scrapping? Yeah. So many.
I think I
Many.
scrapped entire videos eventually. Like,
Oh yeah.
at times.
No, I remember I was working on a video and I was just editing it and watching it through, and I was like, I'm not putting this on my channel.
Oh yeah, I ended an entire series because I wasn't happy with the video.
Mm-hmm. That's what
Uh,
happened for me with
And
Arcane
quit the
Engineering.
server.
What's
I was
wild?
like, look, I like Arcane Engineering a lot, but I don't think I'm making content that I'm happy with on it.
Yeah,
And-
exactly what
I'm
happened to
not-
me with it as well.
Yep. And it wasn't like, again, I at the time I was frustrated with the pack, and that was why, I needed to stop playing it, but it really wasn't the pack, it was me. It was like I could not make the content that I wanted to. I think I could return to it today. I think I'm a better YouTuber, and I think I can make the content that I want to. And I might even do that because like I said, it's a fun pack. Like, it's a really fun technical pack. If you want to like put your create mod like chops to the test, it's kind of delightful.
Oh yeah,
for
I
that.
played the beginning parts of it. It's very fun if you want to like just sit there and do technical things.
But yeah, no, it's the worst part. Like, genuinely, it's the worst part of YouTube is when you kind of sit down and you're like, this sucks. This video sucks.
Yeah.
I spent so much time on it and it blows, and I'm not going to put it on my channel.
Well, what's
And
kind of
then
wild?
You just kind of have to sigh.
It's like my latest video, like first time I've ever made like one of these just like one-off stupid videos. Like I took a lot of inspiration from like what you do, Jojo, with just like one-offs
Mhm.
and stuff.
It's delightfully
Like
fun.
my one chunk ST video, I was halfway through making that and I was like, I was
Oh,
ready
yeah,
to scrap
remember
it. I very nearly pressed delete project.
I remember that you were
Um,
like, I don't know if I'm going to put this video out. Like, you
I,
were
like
talking to me
I
about
was
it.
ready to give up on it, and I was like, no, I'm
Mhm.
just gonna walk away from it for a week. And then I came back to it, finished it. I wasn't 100% happy. I think my editing was a bit shoddy. Like I like the idea, and I think I did an okay job. People are unreasonably angry at me that I forgot that a hose pulley infinite lava source exists, but we won't talk about that. But like, I was ready to like I just put it out there. It did okay. I was fine with it, but then like in this last week, it's picked up 30k, like out of nowhere.
Whoa!
Like,
dude.
I'm actually gonna
Impressive.
share the analytics on screen.
Imagine how many more views you would have gotten if you didn't forget about the host pulley.
Literally.
Actually, imagine how many less views.
But
Think about
Actually,
the
yes,
comments.
because interactions.
but like
Yeah.
when I uploaded it, it was a 6 out of 10, and now it's a 1 out of 10 by a mile, by nearly double.
Ooh, that is actually that happened to Star Technology. I changed the
That
title
happened
and
to
it blew up.
my first create video that actually did well. That actually kickstarted my channel, and
Like,
it was
look at
a
this
pretty
on my stream.
lousy
It's
video
nuts. Like,
for
it's
two
just
2 weeks, and then just shot up like a few
Hold up,
hundred,
hold up.
1,000 views in a week.
Like,
What did you
it's
change
incredible.
the title to, though? Hold up, I need to rename a few videos.
For me? I changed it to a
I
very
needed to-
generic title, which is why it did so well.
I was gonna retitle things today, but I ended up making a short and an intro for next week's video and sent it off to the editor. I was gonna rename some things. Did not
No,
have the time though, but I need to fix some things.
Okay. I don't know if this counts because it probably shouldn't, but I scrapped a channel with 50,000 subscribers.
That counts.
Yeah. So if you like, I
Alright,
am
that was the first
bilingual. I am Russian. So as a result, I started like as a Minecraft YouTuber, you know, as a Russian one. And
Mhm.
then there was a distinct moment when I just like back there, I just didn't really feel like being a part of like a community of Russian YouTubers, because the only ones that like came my way were incredibly scummy. Whereas here, like I felt, I just happened to. I'm not saying like there are no Russian YouTubers that are like sincere and
Right,
really
right.
cool. I'm saying specifically that I never got into that sphere, for one reason or another. Whereas then, at the time, I had a channel of just like 45, I think, thousand subs, and I just had like an English one with barely like 1,000, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't go on with that one because
For
that one
context
wasn't
as well.
paying like enough anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it
I'm
wasn't
gonna
like a
dip the
life
call
or-
now.
Hmm?
Before you go, for context, I sent the graph of the one chunk SU in the Q&A chat.
Oh, let me see.
Oh my
Like,
god!
it's
Oh my
flat, and then it just goes
God.
up.
It
And I
left.
don't know what I did to make that happen.
Left.
Pouring rain outside. I need to walk in it as well.
It's wild.
I'm gonna join back and listen in on my phone. I might not speak much though.
Aw.
I might say a word here and there, and you guys will have terrible one. I
Anyway,
guess.
that was kind of like one of the harder decisions of, well, not my life, but definitely my career, and it.
Oh yeah, no, that would not
Yeah.
be an easy choice
'Cause,
to
like,
make.
It's not just, oh, this channel is successful. 'Cause, like, yes, I was primarily illustrator back then, so it wasn't like, oh no, all this money. But it was very much just like, I'm gonna abandon this community and I can't make things for it anymore. And I had like regulars and fans who I like very much adored, who just couldn't move on with me, even if I like specifically asked them, because they just don't speak the language. And
Right.
that was fairly upsetting. It's still very upsetting because like obviously it set me back. And then I'm like running around this like English-speaking YouTuber community, like, "Hey guys, it's me, Slow," and everyone's like, "Who?" Just, yeah, and that's kind of like to a degree still where I am, because while I do have like 500,000 subscribers over there on Handcraft Recap, my own channel is just kind of like coffin baby.
Coughing baby. I like that
Um,
description.
It's from Tumblr. It's a meme about coffin baby versus a hydrogen bomb. Who will win?
Oh yes, I love that one. And then it turns into the ash baby from the volcano animation. I love that one.
I have not seen that part actually.
Oh really? Oh okay. All right.
Anyway, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about how like things ended up, and I am very much having fun like with everything. But if we're talking about things that are just like you looked at and we went like, okay, the sunk cost fallacy has no longer a hold on me. That was probably like that moment for me.
One of the big ones for me, speaking of sunk cost fallacy, spent hours and hours planning a video that was about getting 1 billion stress units. And I was prepping and everything, and at one point I finally, like, the voice in your brain, and this happens to all content creators, everyone knows it, where you've been planning a video and there's a voice in your brain that goes, wait, is this like even possible? You need to test this in creative. Because I was testing like numbers, right? I was crunching numbers, I was putting together a mod pack, you know, and then finally my brain goes, wait, can you even handle that? No, not even close. I got to like 5 million and hit like 10 FPS, and I had to scrap like 3 days of work.
I think I was in the call with you when that happened as well. It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
god.
was
You
something.
guys remember, because I was
I need to turn you
talking
down.
all about it, and everyone was like, oh, this is a great idea and stuff like that, and then I had to be like, nope, it is physically not possible to render that many
I
dimensions.
do
and I'm
have
devastated.
an interesting question, but I'm going to word it slightly differently.
Okay.
Is there anything that y'all have that you wish you could redo because, like, you don't like it? Or, like, because you think you did a bad job?
So
Because I sure do.
I wish. So here's something interesting, because I did redo it. I wish that my most recent Steam Engines guide took off in the same way that my old one does. And my old one is not horrible. It's not horrible, but I didn't understand it as much as I would have liked to, and I didn't know how like dripstone functioned, so I like said the wrong thing about how dripstone worked. And there's just other things I could have done better that I did do better in my second Steam Engines guide. And because my original Steam Engine guide has a chokehold on search results on Google,
Oh no.
my second, it won't take off. And no matter what I did to it, it would not do even half as well.
So you
and
just
I'm
spread.
kind of
You're just sitting there spreading misinformation.
no, because it's not so bad. Like, if it was so
Yeah,
bad,
yeah.
I would have deleted it. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of gutted that because the second one I was so proud of. Like I remember Uber Sway came over and watched it and was like, yeah, this is absolutely the go-to guide for Steam Engines. This is the best guide I've ever seen for Steam Engines. And I spent so long on it. And it's done well for a video, don't get me wrong. But gutted that it didn't even get close. And so that's my biggest. I wish I could like go back and have that video be the first one, but I was just too new to YouTube. It's not something I'm gonna beat myself up over. I was too new to YouTube to produce like a real banger, you know.
I think
Okay, I also have a good one for this one. I hope it's not too bad. I'm in the rain. I'm hitting this. Anyways, back, I think it was January this year, I took a break and just streamed. I wish I didn't do that. It really killed the momentum of the channel and everything. I should have just kept on uploading. So if I could, I would go back and upload during January as well.
That's fair.
Like, I know as well, my precision mechanism video sucks. The entire thing. Like, the video is fine, but my dumbass made a tutorial for precision mechanisms that used mechanical arms, which need precision mechanisms. Like, the video is still up, because, like, it's fine. Like, sure, you can get
You can make
one or two
without
manually, but it was still, like, just such an oversight that I made. And I was like...
And the worst part is if you didn't do that, then you would have gotten so many people commenting like, you could have made this way more compact if you just made a single mechanical arm.
Arm. Yeah, absolutely.
The other one is having not done shorts sooner, because like it comes down to time really, but I've got a list of shorts that I want to make, one being the difference between old and new rotation speed controllers. Like, because obviously pre-Rise and Shine, they were plus and minus values, but now it's clockwise and anti.
Yeah.
The amount of comments, I get one almost daily, of people saying, I can't set my controller to -1. How do I set it to -1? on my Iron Farm video, which
Mhm.
I feel horrible that I've replied to so many of them. Like in the first 2 months of the video,
No,
I
'cause it's so
replied to
sad
almost
to be
every
like-
single one.
Yeah.
But it's just like that video has 750,000 views. Holy God, that's a big cat. Sorry, I've just seen a giant cat in the background, and it's haunting. Like that video has 750,000 views, which is crazy to me. And I just can't keep up with the comments, like to the point where like I think now I wanted to make shorts so I could just like send a link to a short, but then there's also the politics of that is just replying with a video link to another short kind of makes me look like an asshole, that I don't want to help
mean-
people in a way.
But it's very relevant, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
relevant,
it
and I
also
think
you
it'll
at
be.
least are issuing the correction as opposed to
Look.
not doing anything.
But I wish I'd done
We're
it
talking
sooner.
about shorts and things we wish we can redo. I'm not proud of some of the shorts that I've made. I think I was just saying things to get people to watch. I never expressly like lied about the power of a steam engine or anything like that, but definitely like don't make a level passive steam engine instead of a windmill.
What? There was one for you actually, Jojo. What was that thing that people got ridiculously angry at you for?
Yes, I made
What
a
was
video that
it?
did very, very well, and I was pretty proud of. That was
lag.
comparing the different generators, and I talked about lag and talked about how just looking at the raw numbers from observable, the steam engines and their farms and stuff produce a lot of TPS lag compared to water wheels and windmills. And in the video, I even made sure to admit, like, I'm not exactly sure what unit of measure this is, but irregardless, the steam engines produce more of it. Oh my God. Did people blow up about my understanding of lag? I called it lags per tick. It's microseconds or something, and they hated that. And people were furious. And I think one of the biggest mistakes I made was that I was only talking about TPS lag, not FPS lag, because they're very, 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 very different, especially with the Create mod. But people lost their mind. I received, like there was someone in the comment who was threatening to reach out to my sponsor and tell them that I was deliberately spreading misinformation and that they should rescind their sponsorship to me. Like it was madness. I had to
I
delete
would
comments for the
love
first time.
to see that email.
Right? Yeah.
Please end your working business relationship with your business partner because in a video game they are wrong about something on the internet.
Well, and the crazy thing is I wasn't wrong though. The steam engine, like I was reading the numbers right. They were bigger,
Yeah.
so it was more laggy. That was the crazy thing. I think what I did and what people were mad about was that I overstated their effect. But yeah, no, it was like it was insane. It was actually insane.
It was a comedy show to watch it unfold, though, to be fair.
Yeah, no, it was hilarious. But at a certain point, it was just so sad because, like, no one focused on the rest of the video, which I thought was a good like, the comments I got that weren't about lag were like, oh, that was actually a really interesting video. You talked about a lot of stuff that, like, I didn't know about. And then 90% of the comments were like, I hope you die because you don't know how to read. No, I genuinely, I was called like an idiot. Like I was genuinely like I was harassed.
No, it's
In the
the
comment
internet,
section.
of course.
I
like, that
actually,
happened.
I think that video was the one that inspired me to do my single chunk SU video. Like, that was the one that inspired me to do it because I really enjoyed that. I thought it was a great fucking video.
That's fun
like-
video. Can I copy you? Can I do a single chunk SE video and like make fun of you the whole time?
I can't lie. Have you watched?
Look at the lags per second on this guy.
Have you watched it at all?
Have I watched what, Skeech?
My single chunk SU video.
I have watched some of it. Yeah, I've watched most of it. And
I
I knew
am-
you were going to get comments about the water wheels already.
I
like, the
am
second I watched it, I was like,
amazed. I've not had anybody like getting annoyed at me for my comments because like I made 2 jokes at the people commenting how many water wheels does this take to run, which, 1, just build a fucking Steam engine. I have 2 fucking tutorials for them. Go watch them. 2, like, I literally said, so to this monolith of my tutorial comment section, I was like, it wasn't even subtle. It was a direct, like, I know who you are. I'm calling you out. Make a Steam engine.
Do you know my least favorite comment?
And nobody said a thing about it.
So I get this one all the time. I don't know if you guys get this one. Do you like upload a video and someone comments within like 15 seconds? They're like, wow, 0 views in 15 seconds, bro fell off. I get that on every single video I upload, and it bugs me to no end.
I have blocked the word view in my comment sections.
Yeah,
Because
no,
of that trend.
That is
Okay,
fair.
it's so annoying.
I love how Stam knows exactly who can derail this conversation. Which one of you has a very accurate and possibly offensive Stam impression to share? Because
Damn
we-
impression?
yeah, we need someone to read out what Stam sent in the chat.
I don't think I could do.
But we
Like-
need to read it out in his voice.
Okay. I mean, I could give it a shot. I could, what do you send? Hold on, let me see.
One thing I
Okay.
want to create is lag-friendlier Steam engines.
Okay,
Lag-friendlier
so
create in general.
Oh my
let's see,
god,
Sam's
Stam, I didn't know
Swedish.
you
So
were
we'll go with yeah. One thing that I want and I create is Swedish steam engines. More lag, less lag even.
I didn't know
Is that a good
Swedish
Stam
Steam
impression?
engines.
Swedish. Right, that's what Stam sounds like. Yes, I'm Swedish.
I didn't know he was German.
I'm sorry, I just mentally flashed back to the moment in DMs between Stam and I when Stam sent me a screenshot of like Swedish YouTube page, and the For You page is in Swedish apparently is for thirdig. And I'm like, but Stam, why do you need such a big drill? And it's like, thirdig.
Fordig. For digging. Yeah, that's lovely. That's awesome. No, yeah, lag friendliness would be great because
Yeah.
as someone I keep bringing up my server.
He called us bullies in the chat.
He called us bullies. I'm sorry, Stam. Someone had to do it though.
Look, I'm just happy it's not me
it's-
being bullied for once.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll get back to you. Don't worry. But no. What was I saying? I've forgotten my words. Oh yes, lag. So on my server that I run, and I bring this up because it's egregious. 15% of server tick, just 15%, belongs entirely to smart shoots. Just that one block. Smart shoots take 15% of each tick. And that's just the smart shoots, not the funnels, not the regular shoots and stuff like that. So create item movement has some serious laggy bugs, and I don't even know if they're fixable. It might even be like a Forge thing, because I've heard on Fabric it's a lot better. But it is like, it's rough. Some of the create like TPS lag, because FPS lag, you know, there's flywheel, there's entity calling mods and stuff like that, but the TPS lag, there's nothing you can do against that.
When
That's funny because sustainability
one of the-
is like this is very important when your mod is actively being fracturized and
Mhm.
all sorts of add-ons are coming out.
One of the worst
Anyway,
things
sorry,
in
you were
Create
saying?
as well is multiple items in one vault. Like, if you have
Yes.
single item vault is perfectly fine. Like, unless it's got thousands of items in it, it generates almost no lag. But for example, when I was on Create the server, we had one of our members who had just like a crop farm. It was like carrot, potato, wheat, and the seeds into a box,
Mhm.
and it almost crippled the entire server just by having 4
Oh.
different items and 4 shoots coming out of it. Like
And
4
that's a big
funnels
issue
crippled
because
an
this
entire
is-
server.
This is like regular stuff. This isn't like, oh, I built the greatest like iron farm in the world and it's lagging. It's like, yeah, I'm making a crop farm and then Create is like 8 TPS.
Well,
Yeah, it's nuts. Some of the things that make it lag.
It's raining so much right now. I can't even.
What is
You guys are attacking me and it's raining.
I'm sorry. Are you drowning?
I was like, Sam,
Oh,
are you
maybe I am.
okay?
Wait, no. Did it break? The rain.
I heard
Might be
Sam go,
broken.
whoa, and then just wait. No, the rain. I think Sam is like not okay.
Is it what?
Stop drinking the rain, dude. No.
Yeah. Stop drinking the rain. It won't smart.
Dude, it's raining too much. I think my AirPods might have broken. They might.
Oh my gosh.
How many
Professional.
I am
questions
loving life.
did we,
You guys are
did we
attacking
get
me.
through?
It's raining too much. I am getting flashback from the other night when I was walking to Amsterdam 30 minutes without an umbrella or anything. It was so pain.
Oh
Okay, I'm gonna
my.
let you guys
Okay.
get back to this discussion and just be quiet, I guess.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. I think we've kind of answered like a few questions in this one thing. So we're doing pretty good. Why don't Skeej pick another one, Skeej or Zloy? Zloy, do you have access to the document? Do you have the
I
custom
am in
document?
the document. I'm loving it here. The pages are white, the text is black. The document is where it's great here.
I
Okay.
got one. Biggest YouTube
Okay.
inspirations.
Inspirations.
Because
Oh,
let me
no.
tell you, not a recent one. Obviously, everybody loves Etho. Like that's a given. He was who I watched growing
I never
up,
watched
but
him.
like one of my like more recent ones, I've recently started watching Chosen Architect. Love his stuff. He's so good.
Love Chosen. And he's such a nice guy. He does those Q&As and stuff on or when he talks in chat. I love talking to him. He's got great
But-
stories.
Like another one of my favorites is a guy called Bottle Top Hornet. I love the guy. His content is just so calming. And he's one of those people that I would just love to meet. Like, I don't even want to do like a collab or I don't want to do anything. I just want to meet him and just say hi, just so I can be like, love your stuff, because
You
I
want to hear
just-
something terrible?
I just adore his content so much.
I was in a collab with him, but it
I know,
never
and that's
aired.
the thing. People that I know know him, and I'm like, please, just drop me a line. I want to meet him so bad.
Well,
Oh, God.
but I didn't know him. Like we hadn't like met during it, but we were gonna be in a collab together. But his portion of the collab, the collab fell apart before his portion aired. Yeah.
I'm actually, I'm gonna sidetrack with a really good question that we've been asked a lot.
Oh, has there been a lot in comments?
It's something that we have talked about multiple times, and it will finally be good time to actually talk about it publicly.
Okay.
Is the
5 water wheels.
the Create Mod group collab, like all of us, like some kind of SMP or bigger collab project?
Oh yes.
Because we get
So-
asked about it all the time.
All time. Yes.
Every
About a
single
create
one.
mod. I like know that it's something we talk about plenty, like in the group. Okay, we talk about it plenty, and I think it genuinely comes down to the fact that people don't understand the logistics that
Yeah.
go into SMP work. Because I think you have Hermitcraft, which is a brilliant SMP, and they make it look so seamless and effortless, and it's because they're brilliant at SMP work. But even Zoom of White has gone on record and been like, no, this is insanely difficult to do. And like Zoom of White doesn't even run the server anymore. He's literally like an internal community manager in order to keep people like inspired and on the server. Because it's like, even like for the people who do it for their job, like that's a difficult thing. It's a huge time investment. We're all on different time zones. It's not something we don't want to do. But like, and for me as well, SMPs, they don't perform very well these days.
Yeah, plus-
you really have to have an idea, you know?
As well, if for the context that we said it earlier, like this stream, like 2 maybe 3 hours today, we had to book this in a month in advance, just for 3 of us. So you think we had to book a month in advance just for 3 people to get together and do a stream? That's not even content.
And there's no editing, no like,
editing,
we're not
nothing
doing a
else, we're
build,
just
not even
here.
playing the same game. Yeah.
Like it's not
And it took a
even
month in advance.
a like it's not like we're doing anything. Like I'm here playing
We
fucking
couldn't
Power
even
Wash
get everyone
JoJo's
to buy
vibing.
Power Wash Sim, damn it.
And now think about the logistics of getting what 7, 8 of us on a server at the same time, recording together, making content at the same pace.
Every week.
Because, like, for example,
and then pace.
like Beardy
Okay.
and Foxy, they can, if they want to, crank out 3 videos a week. Whereas me, I can barely make a video in 2 weeks. Like, and I know
And even then, like, Beard couldn't get the finale video out on his own. So even between 2 people on the same time zone, both of them full time, they still couldn't perfect getting content out at the same pace as them.
Well, neither does Hermitcraft, who you put as an example.
yeah, I know, but that
They don't do
they
collabs
are a bit
anymore.
different.
Not really.
That's
They just kind of
true.
stumble into each other during episodes. I
That's
know
true.
because I watch all of their videos. Like that's
No,
the
that's a
thing.
good point.
The reason Hermitcraft works is like there's not really, at the end of the day, structurally from the like done content perspective, right? Looking at the videos themselves, so after they're already there, there's not really something that makes them like that stand out-ish from any other regular vanilla Minecraft survival let's play at the end of the day. Yes, a friend of the main character, you know, friend of the main guy who's speaking, sometimes shows up, and it's funny and it's easier to make funny things when there's a friend, right? But at the same time, the reason Hermitcraft at the end of the day like works while all the other SMPs kind of break and they just don't pull off is because of
I
the
think
star power.
they also admitted,
Yeah.
like, especially this season, they're all just kind of having fun and doing what they want. Because, like,
Yeah. and,
whichever
like,
season
that's
it
what
was where
Seth just said
they
in
all
my chat. Sorry.
the season they did where they all did like mega bases, multiple of them admitted that it was miserable because they were just slaves
and
to
it didn't
the
even do that well.
slaves to the content, really. And like,
But no, Zloy has a really good point. There's a huge amount of seniority that allows it to work because the reality is on YouTube, you can't get someone in the modern day and age, if you're not a massive creator, you can't really get someone to click on a video that is just me and my friends messing around in Minecraft for 20
Absolutely.
minutes.
yeah,
So it's very, very, very difficult.
Which
so
is
if we were-
depressing because it's the most fun thing you can do, more or less.
I know. And so for a content creator SMP, especially like when you're talking about people like Stam, Beard, Foxy, and I, right? When you do YouTube full time, I mean, obviously that's a very pretty thing, right? But you get a big overhead where you really can't dedicate time to videos that probably won't do well.
I mean,
because
to be
then
fair
you
as
don't
well,
have rent.
that literally happened with us, JoJo. Like when you came onto my world to build the andesite farm, it wasn't even about the farm. We just, that entire 15-minute segment of that video is just us pissing around. Like
Exactly.
there's no progress that happens. It's just us. You come in, we
And
goof
it's a
around.
fantastic time, and it's great for one-offs. But to stake a series on it without having that seniority is a big risk. And I'm not even going to sit here and say that it couldn't work. You know what I mean? That like absolutely hands down will never do it because it won't work. I'm not even going to say that because it could, but we would definitely need to like establish some seniority. And yeah, I've someone in the comments mentioning like meta, like what's the meta, right? Because there's a meta to it, you know. There really is, like, there's a meta to Minecraft content that even if you're in a niche space like Create Mod, you still have to adhere to it because it's what your audience is watching. You know, like Rage blowing up with 100 Days in the Create Mod because it's what people were watching.
Yeah.
The fact that it was the Create Mod almost didn't matter. It was just a kind of unique spin on an already popular thing. And at the moment, I don't really see that anything more than single player, big build hardcore. That's kind of what's big in
Pretty
Minecraft.
much, yeah.
And you so when you add in an SMP element, you run the risk of playing single player on a server. And then every once in a while someone shows up and goofs around, but because your audience isn't aware of them or doesn't care about them, you may even lose viewership and stuff like that. So there's a lot of like wacky stuff.
That's the thing actually like that you brought up, because as a viewer, when I'm watching Mr. Beatstone, Last thing I want to happen is some guy with a Russian accent showing up and trying to sell him paintings. Just
I do I like the collabs, but I agree, like, because I like them from a YouTuber standpoint. From like a guy who makes content, I sit there and go, oh, that's so creative. I love the way they did that. I think that was very well like executed. But I could also understand that, like, if I'm just a guy watching YouTube and I don't know this third person that showed up, I'm thinking, who is this guy? Why is he selling paintings?
I don't care. I'm gonna skip until this one is talking again. It's
Chat is saying mini games has gotten pretty big, and that's a good point. Crate lends itself very well to mini games. Maybe that's the SMP, the mini game SMP. Whoa, you know. But even then, that's not an SMP. That's a one-off video. That's like a fun, like, we all get together.
I built a torture course for my friend in Create.
Exactly. And those
He's
are
begging
quite big
me to
too.
stop spinning, and yet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Exactly.
You were saying.
No, you're on it. Yeah, it's exactly that. So, an SMP, probably not. But more collabs, always. We love collabing. Like,
yeah. And the cool
it's
thing
very
about
fun.
like this like inner Discord that ended up like sprouting is that there is a lot of the very cool things that creators do, like creative people generally do when they are in the same space, where they exchange of sheer expertise is really like, it's both fun and it's great for just content.
I still.
You guys have
hold
seen
that.
dozens of thumbnails made by all of us. Like, literally, Stan will post a thumbnail and be like, all right, I can't get it. And we're like, yep, all right, let's do it. And it's
I
like
love
5
it when he
people making
does
it.
and I never have anything to say. I'm just like, that's a thumbnail. Sure.
I still hold that
but
Discord is my finest creation. I'm so happy that I made that Discord.
Yeah.
It's been
I know,
so helpful.
Because the story of it is so interesting. Because if you remember, it was initially a group chat that was sparked because the way Stam explained it to me. So I'm not just taking credit here. But I had started reaching out to a lot of content creators because I'm terrible at networking and I don't have a good system. So I just started being like, hey, I may create content. You may create content. We may create content. And Stam was like, hey, that's a great idea. So Stam starts reaching out, and then, of course, Create the Server gets involved, and that's where a group chat was made. And then the group chat got so big that you went ahead and made like a proper server with channels, and that just changed everything, dude.
All of this happened for me, like me meeting everybody was a fluke. Because it started off with,
Absolutely.
When I started making my tutorials, Triobian also started making his. He's got his own thing going on, so he's not made videos in like forever. But he put out a post at some point, and I literally just like sent him a DM or like on YouTube saying, hey, you know, I also make the create tutorials. Like, I'd be really interested to see like what your process is, because like mine focused on low end tech, but his were very high end tech. So I reached out to him and I was like, hey, would you want to, like, you know, chat? And I want to see what you've been up to because this looks really cool. Entirely by chance, because I accidentally found one of his videos. Who then, when I was talking to him, he turned around and went, oh, hey, I've just been invited to this create-themed SMP by Polar. So then I was fucking freaking out. Also, I'm sorry, that was an F-bomb. I didn't realize. I'll try and behave. I was freaking out. I was like, oh god, Polar, he has like 50k. That's insane. Like, I was losing my mind over meeting Polar. Who then I spoke to him, and I joined CTS. And then when that kind of started kicking up, that's where I met Uber as well. So then we had the group chat of me, Polar, Uber, and Trio, which we used as like a content creators chat. To them, which Uber went, I think I mentioned, is like, oh, hey, I'm really interested in this Stam guy. I really like his content. Uber turned around and was like, oh, yeah, I know him. I'll add him to the Discord. And then Stam joined. It was like, oh, hey, can I add this guy, Jojo? And then Jojo joined, and then Rage joined, and then and it's just grown.
I don't want to quote this. I believe Stam said, because what happened was he reached out to Uber after I reached out to him, and then Uber was like, hey, you know, now that we're talking, do you want to be a part of this Discord? And Stam was like, yeah. It was great. It was so cool. It was such a fluke. It was such like a fluke thing.
We got to like 6 people in that group chat, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a Discord because it's easier. and it just kept growing from there. And now there's what? How many
Yeah.
people? I mean,
11.
We've got like in our creator group chat, we've got 20. So we've got Blockdown, you, Jojo, Extra Cool Cat, Quizzle, Rage, me, Sniff, Stam, Ubers, Loy, Batsy. We got Dan Robs, Disruptive, Foxy, Hellfire, Beardstone, Polart, Showls, Tryu, and Tyra. Like, there's so many people in there.
Every other
now.
name I'm like recognizing and somewhere deep going, oh, I like this guy.
Yeah. Also, hold on. I have to address a chat I got that someone goes, I didn't think you'd have a beard. Everything of mine has a beard. My character has a beard.
You don't sound like a beard guy.
I don't sound like a. What's a beard guy sound like?
Like
a little
me,
muffled
for real.
'cause hair.
A little muffled because like a dwarf. Like, alright, today we're mining for gems and iron in Minecraft. That's what I should sound like if I have a beard.
And then
What?
also actually another.
Do you think all Scottish people have beard? What?
No. It's a dwarf. I said dwarf, not Scotsman.
What kind of? What?
I'm American and a dungeon master, so that's as good as you're gonna get from a Scottish accent from me.
I'm not saying it was a Scottish accent, but I don't think that dwarves sound like that. They kind
Like,
they're
that's
just
fair.
kind of like they're maybe bassier and they're kind of like. Hello, my name is Gromf Dwarf the Third, and today
Alright, Skeej, what's your
we're
dwarf?
digging for gems and
Sorry,
iron
so-
in Minecraft.
Another kind of really wild one is how I met Sniff as well. Like, because
Yeah, we know they were
I-
just running by you after winning at MCC or something. You
I
just
wish I
told
was there. No, is that
No,
like
that was Stan.
I just woke
That was
up
Stan.
literally
That
one
was
morning to you've been tagged in a video. I was like, oh neat, somebody's used my iron farm. Thinking it not much. I was like, Snifferish has used my iron farm in her like 100 days
Dang.
video, and it was doing really well. I was like, what? This person with like hundreds of thousands of subs is using my design? What? And
That's how I met. That's how I met Disruptive Builds. He opened a video by crediting me as the person who taught him create. And then he
Yeah,
stopped uploading
same
create,
thing,
and,
yeah.
and I wonder if that's my fault.
but then like
You should have taught him better. No, you messed it up for everyone.
it's kind of wild as
Imagine
well.
though,
'cause,
like opening a video by saying that, hey guys, by the way, mad respect to this fella. He taught me everything I know about create, and then just absolutely sucking at create for 30 minutes. I'm not saying that that's what like Disruptive did, but I'm saying it would be very funny.
It was hilarious. No, and I met Mr. Beardstone actually in a similar vein because I noticed he was actually back when he had his subscribers public. He was publicly subscribed to my channel, and I was like, oh wow, I'm glad you like my content. And he was like, yeah, I like your tutorial. And I was like, there you go. So sometimes that's the most fun way to like meet another creator though, is when someone's like, I really like this guy's content. And then you're like, that's me. That's the guy that you're saying you like the content of, huh? Because it's always a trip. Like you'd think after a
Yeah.
while you'd be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm a YouTuber. They're gonna watch my content too. Nope. Every time you have someone watch your content, doesn't matter how big they are, they're just like, oh, I'm a YouTuber
If
and I
anything,
watch your
it's more
content. You're
surprised
like,
because like at the end of the day, all of us are kind of sick of Minecraft. Like, I'm not saying actively disgusted. Like, obviously, I'm playing on a survival multiplayer server right now while saying that survival multiplayer servers are not necessarily viable because I like it. Yeah, I like it so much. But on some level, we all understand that as Minecraft YouTubers, you just don't do the same thing after your job that you do on your job, right?
oh yeah. And even then, like, I've become unfathomably annoying to watch like Minecraft YouTube with because
Oh my god, yes.
because I'm sitting there and like literally Audrey and I are like watching, you know, like Kalani build the biggest nether portal in the world. And I'm like, that was a fantastic transition. Like, I think he picked a really good time to move from one point to another point. That was really like
Oh no,
well
you're
scripted.
doing film studies on other people's
Yes,
content.
the film. I know. I'm looking at thumbnails like, God, that is a good thumbnail. Oh my God. And Audrey is like, what are you talking about?
Hold up, sweetie. Don't click on that. I have this. What's the spirally thing that the Renaissance one? The golden ratio. I
The
need to
golden
overlay the golden ratio on this before to analyze it.
Oh my god, yes, golden ratioing. It's so funny. No, because you're like watching content, and the worst part is when you're like, I wouldn't have cut there. Like I wouldn't have done that. No, I don't think that was a good cut. You're just like, oh my god, I'm just trying to enjoy my Minecraft content, cause like it's weird, cause I love Minecraft and I love Minecraft content and I do watch it, but every once in a while I'm also like, the last thing I want to do after playing Minecraft for like 10 hours in a single day is watch more Minecraft. I couldn't imagine doing that.
Okay, I'm sorry, but Seth brings up something very funny in the chat here, and that is like, when you're like, oh, I wouldn't have cut there, or you're like, oh, this transition is really well done. Have you? Well, no, obviously you have, but there's also another thing where you just go, I'm still in that.
Yes, that's mine. I'm doing that.
Yep, I'm doing that next episode. First chance I get.
That was the title, the Stam title.
The what?
Stamio's the starting the Minecraft world I always wanted. Became a meme in the creator chat because everyone started using it, and it was a very effective title. And I remember we all started to be like, "Can we use the title?" And Stam was like, "Yeah, I don't care. It's not my title."
I can't look at the word perfect anymore.
Oh my god, yes, perfect. It's become such a thing. So funny though. So funny though. Yeah, unironically, like you come to really find it like funny after a while. But no, I completely agree. Like the word perfect has been ruined for me. Starter base has been ruined. Starter base has been destroyed by YouTube. Oh my god.
There was a Reddit post at some point where they took Mambo Jumbo's entire channel and like made a list of only videos that are titled basically "It's done" or "I did it," and it was so many.
I'm gonna fully admit this here and now. One thing that, like, the using the same idea stuff, Stam did it to me, and I was livid for about 2 weeks, and I don't give a. I'm gonna.
Aww.
I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna say this now. I truly don't care. I find it really funny. But I made a video on automating the entire Andesite age using like drawers
and then
a network, and then Stam was like, "Damn, I really like that. I want to make one of those too." And I was like, "Well, it's just credit me for the idea, because you are just straight up stealing my idea here, man." And he did credit me, so I'm not mad about it. But I was livid that he did the thing that I did, and then his video performed better than mine. I did not like him for a week or two, but I don't care anymore.
That's so funny.
I was genuinely mad
starter
at
base
him for
proceeds
like
to take
a week.
200 hours to make a mega base. Exactly.
Look, that's okay. I feel called out.
But no, I remember I got a mean comment. Someone was like, "Wow, you just stole Mr. Beardstone's title to piggyback off of his popularity." I had to be like, "Dude, that is not Mr. Beardstone's title." I was like, "That's Stan's title." And yeah, it was just, it's very funny because you forget, like, the viewers have no idea the interpersonal content creator memes. So it wasn't like an unjust comment. It was just funny that they were also wrong.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's basically, it's the 8 to 9 year old thing where I recognize this thing, therefore, this is that thing. It's
Exactly.
The joke about the guy who only has seen Boss Baby watching his second ever movie and going like, getting real Boss Baby vibes from this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, we've been ignoring questions just straight up.
Yeah, I know. We've just been talking. All right. We've yapped enough. Let's see. Let's grab a question. Who wants to ask a question?
All right. Well, you're finding another one. I'm gonna go and take a pee break.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a good one that we can bring Skeej back on from Seismic. How did you get into the Create mod? how did you get into the create mod? I think that's a really good one because I think we all have very different stories. I'm actually interested to hear yours because I know you're with Hermitcraft Recap, and I would guess it had to do with the Hermits like playing the create mod because a few of them did, right?
I was aware of create mode before Hermitcraft.
Okay.
Like I was, but then they did a create let's play, and like to be frank, Liara and I just kind of really liked it. And then they stopped doing the create let's play, and to be frank, after a couple months, Liara was just like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna make my own.
There you
Clearly,
go.
I'm gonna continue, so I'm just gonna make my own." And I'm like, "Yeah, all right.
Hello.
If you're making a server, I'm gonna join. It's fine." So
Is it working?
Oh, yeah,
you hear me?
actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
yes, hi.
I want to defend myself with what Ski said earlier. And I had the idea months before his video. I had
Yeah,
my 5 episodes on Beardstone's World planned out beforehand. I knew for a while before he even like started talking about the fact that he did it that I was going to make it. The only thing I did copy him on is one of the titles, but I did it for the Brass Age anyways.
I'm back.
And I was annoyed at excuse me. So I was annoyed at you for wanting to for wanting a like a shout out on the thing because I had the idea months in advance on doing it. Like I had the entire miniseries with Beard planned, what I was gonna make in each episode. Like way before.
It was the perfect storm. Because that's the
Yeah.
worst thing. Like, have you ever seen a lot? This happens a lot. This happens a lot in the content creator space where 2 Minecraft YouTubers have the same idea at the
of course.
same time and
Yeah.
release the same video right next to each other. And then you kind of have to be like, no, I didn't copy them. No, I
Well,
didn't do that.
if it's close, yeah, you didn't really. But also like I begrudgingly put Ski's video in the comments. Like I I've still not yet to this day watched that video.
It's a
because,
good
like,
video.
I'm sure it is. I've only seen the pictures of it because I just did not want to take any inspiration for my thing, and
That's
it came
fair.
out around then. So I just did not want to take any inspiration from that. Like so, there was no.
That's
point.
that's actually a really good point.
It's in there, but I was like, whatever.
No,
That
because that's
is
like an
fair.
annoying thing. With like obviously, because for Skeege, I think that was a bit of a one-off video, or more of a one-off video.
Yeah.
And for
Well,
you, Stam,
well.
that was like a mini series of Mr. Beardstone video. So
Yeah.
one of those is like months in advance planning, and the other is still there's a lot of planning involved in it, but it's different when it's not part of like a serialized.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, so that's always an interesting part of like ideas and where they come from and how they come up. and
Yeah, it
all
was
that
just
stuff.
funny because like I looked at what Beardstone was making in his world, and I was like, yeah, he's not making any of this. I'll just do that. Like funnily enough, until I made a redstone farm, he did not have a redstone farm. And I made
Oh,
that
that's
so many
blasphemy.
months into his world. And
Also, someone in my chat, Quicksilver, I appreciate how many connections you think we have, but none of us know Tango Tech. Okay, just putting it out there. None of us know Tango Tech.
I wish I did.
the closest
I
one
know.
to maybe talking with them would have been Sloy, which I don't know if he has.
Well, define talk.
Okay.
I think you're like. To be fair, the one of any of us that would be closest would actually be Trio. 'Cause
Pardon?
Did I die
Skeege?
or did he die?
Skeege, where'd you
Corrales
go,
used
buddy?
his. Oh, am I here?
So no, Tango Tech got to him.
There you go.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
mean,
Oh, Corrales used a
Third
farm of
grade
his.
was-
Corrales
so-
used Trio's Electron Tube farm when they did their Create miniseries, and like he
Oh,
was
yeah.
like directly in
That's true.
DMs helping him set it up.
Although, if we're talking about connections at that scale of subscribers, we got to talk about the Beardstone Tubbo collab, which was crazy.
Oh yeah, I was on the server when that happened as well.
Oh, really? That's kind of awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
I was told by Beard to not be on the server at that time because he had a special guest coming on. And I was like, okay, I'll be on, but I'll have my chat off and everything. So I'll just, because I had to record.
Mhm.
And then I talked a bit more with him, and he said, like, yeah, if you want to, like, when Tubbo joins the server, if you're recording then, if you want to put that in the video, because my final episode went out a little bit before his, a few days. And so I put that, and he was like, yeah, if you want to put that in the video, that's fine. So I got like the perfect moment of when he joined the server, and then him and Beardy died a few minutes later. I was like, what? Because
Awesome.
I was at first I was like, huh, what is he doing here? And then a few minutes later when I was building, I was talking something, and they both died. I was like, huh?
You know, I have to say, I don't mean to brag, but I actually had an account try to scam me as Tubbo, so I'm a pretty big deal too.
Well, I got cussed off by Docam once on Twitter.
You got what?
I'm kidding, I didn't actually get cussed off by Docam once on Twitter.
Oh, I was like, whoa, that's a story.
It really isn't. I was just mean, and he was like, dude, stop. And I was like, yeah, okay, I will.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Again, I quit Twitter very recently. I've never been happy since. And I mean, it's weird being like trying to name drop like that, because to be like, I can't not bring up that I did a bunch of thumbnails for Impulse.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that they did like at least a t-shirt for Tonga Type, but
Nice.
yeah. That's I
You know,
didn't get scammed by Taba. I will give you that.
I think we've all failed to actually answer the question of how did we get into the crate mod. I think that question, it vanished.
Oh,
I
I
answered
didn't
it.
even know that was
that's
the
true, you
question. I
answered
can't.
it.
I
I
answered
wasn't
it.
here.
All right, Skeej, because Skeej, I actually don't know your answer.
It's kind of like what I said before. Like, I really got into it when I kind of got fed up of there being no tutorials. But like before, I dabbled in it.
Right.
Like, I played it way back when it first came out. Like when the furnace engines were still a thing. I think it was when Tango did like his very first series. It was when I first like picked it up and I had a go with it. And like I made a few things, but I didn't get too into it, and I kind of dropped off until like me and my friends were like, "Oh, hey, Create's had like a massive update. Do you want to check it out again?" Which is when I started playing it, and then was like, "Damn, there's no tutorials for this, and I want to start making content again. So why not?"
But why not? Yeah. Yeah, no, for me, it was really interesting, actually, because as everybody knows, because everyone knows this, no, almost no one knows this. I'm nearly at 80,000 subscribers, which I'm really, really proud of. But
Nice.
way back
Well,
a
I'm
whole
nearly at-
year ago.
I'm nearly at 20k.
That's awesome. I didn't know you were that close to 20k.
Yeah,
Oh,
19.1, I
That's
think.
sick. Oh, dude, if you're not subscribed to Skeej, push him over the 20k right now. Right now.
If there's 900 people in your stream, I will be amazed.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's totally 900 people in my stream.
I believe it.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. How many people are? I actually have zero idea how many people.
Okay, but I can't find this last small mushroom cap on this map in Power Wash, and it's actually driving me
How many
insane.
people are watching my stream right now? 45. That's like almost 900.
Question. I will answer a question. I'm in a puddle right now. First
Okay.
of all, I would love to see some fan art of this discussion. Just me heading on an absolute adventure. It's like, it's raining so much, yeah. And you guys just sitting at home.
Give us Dwarf Jojo.
That being
I
said,
would've-
There is Dwarf Jojo fan art. There is Dwarf Jojo fan art. Oh my god.
I really want
Could
to
you
see an
repost
animatic
it in the
Jojo.
Discord so I can send it to the creators, because there is Dwarf Jojo.
That's amazing. Anyways, I would just love to see that. But the reason how I got into Create, I think I played right when the trains got released. Is when I first played it, and I just played it with a friend. I think I bought a server. Me and her, we just played on it for a while. We built like a starter house. That was it. I really never got into Create. I started making a train bridge. I made a door that opened that shouldn't been able to open in vanilla. That was about it. And then I think a year later, well, a year ago now, like maybe May, April last year, I was like settling in for the summer. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna play hardcore the entire summer, I'm gonna be super bored, and I'm gonna probably burn out. So I made my Create world, and I was like, okay, I'll run this series for the summer, and after the summer, I'll probably end it off. It's fine. And first episode, yeah, that's pretty good. And then the second one absolutely blew up, and I was like, okay, I'll continue doing this. And I eventually stopped with my hardcore world as well, because it wasn't just doing as well. and here I am. I'm stuck in Create now.
Stuck in Create now.
What I was going to say,
Yeah.
Jojo, I still think out of any of the collabs of our group, the single best moment was you going on a whole spiel about my base, saying you have this incredible base and you have all these amazing builds and contraptions and you don't have a single block of lava and water for a cobblestone generator. That is still the single funniest clip ever
I
recorded.
love
in our
that
group.
moment.
And I want to see
Oh.
somebody make an animatic of it because I will hold
Well,
that
it
for the rest of my
actively
life.
pains me, but I need to go.
No
I
problem,
promised the
no
person
problem.
To be somewhere else by now because I didn't realize that it would take us 2 and then some hours to not answer like 10 questions.
Isn't that great? Yeah, we'll have to do this again. But for my journey into Create, it was really interesting
see you around.
because
It takes time
back
to-
when I had
Bye.
bye. Back when I had a whopping 1,000 subscribers and stuff, you know, I'd just been monetized. I was over the moon. I was so proud of myself for hitting 1,000. In those days, I was playing Vault Hunters because the 118 pack had just come out. It'd been doing pretty well on YouTube. And I had this really interesting start where I'd inadvertently filled a void in the Vault Hunters space that I hadn't realized existed because CWG, YouTuber Vault Hunters, had just stopped doing daily uploads, and I was stupid enough to do daily uploads. And so I had filled this content creation void that I didn't even know was there. So the channel started to grow a lot faster than most channels normally do. Webcam looks stop motion. I know. I'm in a different setup, and I don't have my usual, like... I usually have a green screen that makes it very easy for the webcam to run, but it's different here, okay? But Vault Hunters begins to drop off after a few months, right? I'd put like 126 episodes into it. It was not a good idea. I'd been doing most of them daily. It was miserable. But when I knew it was time to pivot, because I knew it was time to pivot, right? It just wasn't doing well. I had pulled my, like, YouTube, which you never want to do for a pivot. You don't ever want to poll your audience for a pivot. I was like, what mod pack do you want me to play? It was Above and Beyond, Stone Block, and I think Astral. And I picked those three because they all had Create Mod in it. And when I had done Create Mod in my Vault Hunters series, the videos always performed better. All I had to do was put Create Mod in the title, and the video did well. And so I figured I should do Create Mod. And Above and Beyond was the one that was voted, and it was my own personal pick, and I fell in love with it. I completely fell in love with Create. And so that was my story. That was my little adventure into the Create Mod. It was very nerve-wracking, though, because Create didn't start doing well on my channel until I posted a tutorial about it for the first time, funny enough. What a weird, like, way that happened. It was like it was a TikTok, actually, tutorial and a YouTube short. And people found my channel through that, and then Create Mod started doing very well on my channel. And now I'm a Create guy. So, Skeej, I think we've been abandoned.
I believe so.
Yeah, and I mean, this is about as long as we were planning on the stream going anyway, so it's not like anything's gone wrong. But I think it might be that time. This worked better than I thought it would, if I'm being honest. This went a lot better than I thought it would. We'll have to see if we can do it again with even more creators and maybe a bigger time block, because apparently
Before you end off,
can
can you also just take a look at my stream?
I take a look at
It's-
your stream.
It's very important.
Oh, I am sure of it. My computer's freaking out. It does not like the shaders. Hold on.
Yeah, no, it's been
I'm
good.
subbed to you properly now. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Okay.
for context, people, this man was not subscribed to me for like 6 months.
That's subscribe. I love it. I love it. I love the subscribe washed out. There you go. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. It's fantastic. Yeah, I know. I wasn't subbed to him for like 6 questions. Great job, boss. Come on. Don't great job, boss me. Well, it was delightful. I had a good time. I'm glad everyone had a really good time.
Yeah.
I don't really have like a good way to end streams, so check out these rainy Minecraft vibes. Thanks for joining me while I just futzed around in 120 and didn't do anything new. I just played Minecraft for 3 hours. But you know what? That was refreshing. All right, guys. Goodbye, guys.
Ciao.
Goodbye, guys.
Okay, I am deafened. So yeah, thanks for coming by, everybody. I really appreciate it. This stream genuinely worked out really well. I know it's getting late as well because my lighting has devolved into the bright red of the this in front of me. Oh look, it's white now. I get to choose my own lighting. But yeah, no, this actually genuinely worked out really well. Pretty much exactly as I planned. I didn't really plan on it being like a full Q&A stream, like super serious. It was just an excuse for us guys to just hang out and yap, which is pretty much how it went. You know, we did answer some stuff. We'll do it again sometime, hopefully. I might host the next one over on Twitch. I might host it here on YouTube. I don't know. But yeah, for future reference, my next video is going to be another tutorial. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm super excited for it. I worked really hard on this one. I've genuinely had to done quite a lot of science to make it as efficient as I can be. I've revisited an old farm, and I've made it better. I'm kind of doing an MK2 of one of my older farms, which I'm really excited for. So keep an eye out for that. I can't really promise when it's going to come out, I'm going to be honest. My work schedule is pretty crazy next few days and next week. If I get the time to work on it, I will. Hopefully I'll let you guys know. I'll put out a post when I know what's going on, but probably I'm going to wait till next Friday to release it. If anything, I'm going to aim for the week. I'm going to aim for next Friday, which I think should be okay. I've got all of the tutorial section filmed. All of that's actually done. I just need to re-record my intro because I have a very archaic file naming system and I lost the clip of me recording the intro. So I need to redo that and then just edit it. And it should be good, which if I actually have some free time, I will, I'll get onto that. But either way, thank you all very much for coming by. It's been a blast hanging out with y'all and Jojo and Stam and Sloy. So big thanks to those guys for coming by. And I'll see you soon. Peace out, folks.